What's up, guys? Before we begin this podcast, I want to let you know we are brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims peeled, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dinks are looking fresh and clean. Our favorite producers of ball trimmers, Manscaped, the global leaders in below-the-waist grooming, are leading 2021 with new product. Clean yourself into the new year with their ultra premium body wash. Also, special offer alert. Use the code GODEEP for 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. 4 million men worldwide already trust Manscaped. Time to join them. We're also brought to you by a new sponsor. These guys are legit. I love them. They're super tight. Haver Supply Co. So fired up to talk about these dudes at Haver Supply. These guys, my boy Brad, they're putting out very epic lids. I rock my lid often. It looks sick. It has a good thing, lets the flow come out nice and clean. Soft vintage clothing inspired by outdoor living. And I often find myself wearing the OG patch. And at times I don't even want to take it off to sleep. It's like vintage throwback apparel. You want to be stepping back out into the world this summer. If you want to dress cool, look cool, and feel cool, check out Haver Supply. For listeners, you can get 20% off your order with the code GODEEP at checkout. Go to haversupply.com and enter code GODEEP at checkout for 20% off. That's Haver Supply, HAVER.com. Code GODEEP for 20% off at checkout. We're also brought to you by the legends at Rumpel. What up, Rumpel? Let's give a big shout out to Rumpel. Our new favorite blankets are made to go anywhere you go. Rumpel's original puffy blanket is made sustainably with the same quality materials as your favorite puffy jacket. So whether you're hitting the beach or camping in the mountains, Rumpel has you covered, literally. They've got cool designs and packable products for that on-the-go lifestyle. Get yours at rumpel.com and enter code DEEP15 for 15% off your first order. That's rumpel.com, RUMPL, with code DEEP15 for 15% off your first order. Finally, we're brought to you by the legends at Diet Smoke. What up, Diet Smoke? When CBD isn't enough and traditional THC is too much, enjoy the smooth buzz of Diet Smoke. Go to dietsmoke.com and use the promo code GODEEP for 20% off your order. That's GODEEP. That's dietsmoke.com, promo code GODEEP for 20% off. Let's start the show. All right, sizzle up the steak and twist my nipples. What's up, Stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep with Chad and JT podcast. Guys, I'm here with my compadre, Jean Thomas. What up?
Boom clap, Stokers.
What's
up?
We are here with our three-peat. Jimmy J-Bone Tatro.
Tatro, dog. Run it back, dude. Do it again. Okay.
I know that. I call you Tatro. Don't I call him Tatro?
He does call you Tatro.
Yeah.
I like how is that like your new intro? Sizzle my steak and twist my nipples?
I come up with a new one every time.
That's solid. That's a good one.
And I think I was in my head about the intro. That's why I messed up your last name. So I'm sorry. But Jimmy Tatro, welcome back to the pod.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be back, guys. It's always great to be here.
Do you have a nickname?
I think Jimmy is the nickname.
Oh, so your parents call you James?
Nah.
What do they call you?
They just call me Jimmy. Everyone pretty much calls me Jimmy. There's like one person who calls me James. It's like my ex-girlfriend called me James. And that was it.
Did you like that?
I didn't mind it just because no one else called me James. I considered switching to James when I went to college because that's like the one time where you could be like...
I switched from JT to John.
To Jean.
Jean.
Did you?
No, I switched to John. But it would have been cool.
But that's the time you could do it.
That's when you got to reinvent.
I could rebrand here. I could totally rebrand. But I ultimately deemed myself just far too deep into the Jimmy lifestyle to switch back to James.
Did she start calling you James, or did she, after a while, start calling you James? Like at the beginning?
She started calling me. At the beginning it was Jimmy, and then she started calling me James. Yeah.
It's funny when someone tries to like rebrand themselves. Mm-hmm. Like I had a friend who everybody called Klim, or we all called him Klim, and then he's like, I want to be Klimkowski now. And we were all like, I don't know if I can do that.
Klimkowski? Was that his? That wasn't his real name. That was his
actual last name. And so he's like,
okay.
I want you guys to stop calling me Klim. And then we were like, I don't know if I can do that. Dude.
I get that because Klim's that's not great.
Yeah.
It's not a great.
But can you ever like, can you rebrand yourself, or does it have to come?
I think you can, because my brother did it. Like, I mean, not to me. He's always going to be Johnny. But I remember I was off at college and I came back and his friends were like calling him John. And my mom called him John. And I was like, hold up, you're on board with this? Like, you're calling him John too? You're okay with this?
Mm-hmm.
But to his family, he's always Johnny. But he successfully rebranded amongst his friends to John.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
It is possible.
I knew a guy who had a tough high school experience. He was on the football team for all 4 years, and they never let him on the field once.
Oh, man.
So he couldn't put he got the Letterman jacket, but he couldn't put like the football patch on it because you had to go on the field once to get the patch.
Oh, dude, that is tough.
And I used to ask the other football guys, I'm like, dude, can you guys just let him play like one kickoff? And they're like, nah, dude, he's too big of a liability.
What was
Why
his
was he
position?
a liability?
He was so bad that if they let him on the field for one play, in their minds, I think it might have been a little dramatic. They were like, it's an automatic touchdown.
What was
even
his
on kickoff.
position?
There's 11 guys. He can't be that bad.
They respected him so little. They're like, we can't let him on the field for one play. The team, the coaches, they were all on the same. I think probably half the parents were like, this is the right move. And then when he went to college, he changed his name from Aaron to Jake.
He had to completely switch it
That's
up.
a big rebranding.
He just did a totally new name.
Yeah. New name, new vibe.
Yeah.
Not okay.
I had a friend who went to college with
As a
him.
man
They're
named
like,
Aaron. Not okay.
Yeah, right. Stick with Aaron, dude. It's a proud name.
Is that your middle name, Jake?
No.
Oh.
You know what's funny is, speaking of names, when I introduced you guys to my girlfriend the other day, we ran into each other at, obviously, Mastro's. And and she was like, who are they? I was like, those are my friends, Chad and JT. And she was like, I thought your friends' names were Chet and JD. And I do have two friends named Chet and JD that I just saw. And she's like, hold on. And in that moment, I was like, yeah, it sounds ridiculous. I have two friends named Chet and JD, and then two friends named Chad and JT. She's like, and you say you're not a bro? Okay.
Do you say you're not a bro?
I mean, I don't really think of myself as like a bro, really, I guess. I don't know.
Me neither.
I think if you,
and I know you, so I can confirm that you're really,
But we are bros.
you are bros, but you're intellectual bros.
that's what I was gonna
thanks,
say.
man.
Wouldn't you consider yourself more of like an intellectual, sensitive bro? Like
Yeah, sure.
you have it in you, but you have your intelligence sort of takes over.
What is the
and suppresses
definition
it.
of a bro, though?
That's a good question.
I think
That's
it's
the
like,
thing. I think it's fluid. I don't know.
there's so many different kinds of bros. And I also
Yeah.
think it's like that thing when they were talking about pornography in the Supreme Court, and they're like, I don't know how to define it, but I know it when I see it. I think that's what it is with a bro.
Okay.
I mean, granted, we all are wearing like baseball caps right now and have
That's
kind
true.
of
Like,
similar
I definitely
wardrobe.
am aware I check a lot of bro boxes,
Our voices too.
Our
We all-
voices
yeah.
don't
Yeah.
help. With the voices,
Yeah.
But
it's yeah.
when I moved to New York and people were like, you're like a bro, I was like, you don't know what a bro is. Like, I was like, I'll take you back to SoCal and I'll show you like a real bro.
Yeah, I feel like the real bros aren't aware of themselves. There's a
Yes.
lack of self-awareness
Right.
that comes with being like a bro.
Well, I mean, if you go to Deep Orange County or San Diego, that's where you'll meet true bros. And also, I noticed this too. We talked about this before on the podcast. If you go to the bungalow, that's where you meet a pretty specific type of bro there.
Those are the fresh out of college bros.
Fresh out of college bros who are like,
On top of the world.
yeah, yeah. It is. We've always talked about doing like a documentary or something about like finding the different types of bros, the demographics, because it really changed. NorCal, SoCal. That's
We
a
thought
huge
about
difference.
doing like a spin-off of Real Bros of Simi Valley, like Real Bros of, Manasquan, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like Real Bros of, because there's a lot. Real Bros of the South, Real Bros of
Hockey bros.
Hockey
Dude,
Bros.
hockey bros are a whole other beast.
That's a whole nother breed.
Yeah.
That's like a maniacal breed.
Dude, yeah. They're wearing Timberlands. They got huge asses and different type of flow.
do.
They all have the T-Rex posture because their asses are so huge, so they're walking like this. Yeah.
And they're really comfortable with one another, right? Like hockey bros, like don't
Oh,
they
yeah,
have like
they-
incredible
Hockey
hella
Bros are a
rapport
good
with one
time.
another?
They're helicoptering their dongs in the locker room nonstop.
Right.
Yeah.
They're fun to hang out with though, hockey bros. I enjoy them.
Oh, they're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning about ski bros more now, like Montana guys.
Oh, yeah.
Or like Wyoming guys.
Yeah.
They're just like super into nature. They don't need people that bad. They just want to talk about like fresh pow pow and like
Lifty
hunting.
bros.
Yeah.
Are those ski bros or snowboard bros? Because I think those are two different types of bros as well.
Right. It's interesting to get deep into the taxonomy of it. Like
Yeah.
I think they're part of the same genus, but maybe a different family.
Yeah. Lifty bros are. Who would you say is more bros? Like beachy surf bros or lifty bros on like. And like if they're in like Steamboat
I'd say
Springs.
Yeah, that's tough.
I think the mountain guys are more bro.
Yeah, if they're at Mammoth working the lift.
Yeah.
The lift to the terrain park.
Yeah. If you laugh like,
that's what it is. They sound a little bit more ridiculous than Beach Bros.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. But the Beach Bros can sound pretty ridiculous too. I mean, it can go either way. But I might agree with you on that one.
I always wanted to be growing up. I wanted to be like full beach bro. You know. But every time I would hang out with them, and this is what I thought was like why I couldn't venture into that like fully or just become that.
Brodom?
Yeah, just because I was too concerned about the future. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like they were able to live in the moment and I'd be like, but what are we going to do for money? That was my thought. I was like, I can't do this because like I can't get stoned all day because I have to like do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This isn't sustainable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But they're like, the Lifty Bros, they lift for a while. You know? Some of those dudes just ride that out until like forever.
Yeah. Like all.
But they're happy, they love it.
And I'm envious of it for sure.
I think that's one thing about bros is like people think they're kind of toxic and they certainly can be. But in my experience, like when I moved to New York and LA and I got to know people who weren't bros, I was shocked at how mean they could be. Right. I was like, dude, I think bros actually might be the nicest people I've ever met. Like they get into more fist fights. Yeah. But that's over quick and then you move on. But like weird, like passive aggressive, like verbal kind of takedowns, I think those are more hard on the soul long term. Yeah. And I don't think bros really do that.
No, it's more, they're not fighting about real things. They're fighting about like surface level.
Right.
Dumb.
Like you're always late, bro. Yeah.
I think we've covered all the bases here, boys.
Yeah. I think that wraps it up.
Are you wrapped on season 2?
No, I finished. We just finished shooting episode 17.
Wow.
And I'm off for the year, and then we start shooting again on. Hey, how you doing? We start shooting again on I think January 4th.
Oh, okay.
And we have 5 more to go. 22 total.
Is it an episode a week?
Yeah, that we shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shoot an episode every week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that grueling or is it kind of? Is it like a day job? Like you kind of?
It's a day job,
Yeah.
It's like the closest thing you can get to having a 9 to 5 in this business, kind of.
Yeah.
Because you're showing up the same place every day. It's on a stage, same people. Mm-hmm. Luckily, I like everyone.
Yeah.
That is on the show. Like everyone's pretty cool, and it's working at a high level. Everyone's pretty good at their jobs, which is always
like
nice.
cast.
And I think I've realized that like one of the things when I don't have a good time on a project, it's when people aren't good at their jobs. Mm-hmm. If people are good at their jobs and I can take something away, like I can learn, I'll have a good time. It's just nice to like the writers have really found their groove. I can like feel the show getting better and better. Mm-hmm. So a lot of plus sides.
Yeah.
To combat the, what's the word? The fatigue from repetition.
Yeah, like I feel that too on a lot of things I work on. And then is the hard part just you want to come up with like a new way to say something or like a new joke style to kind of deliver? And then at a certain point, you're like, I kind of just got to play the hits and but still make it feel fresh every time.
Kind of, yeah. And I think with a 22-minute format, it's somewhat limiting. Just as someone that comes from a space where you don't have any time frame that you have to like adhere to, so you can't really let things like you can't do too much. You just can't. Even if it's funny and they want you to say the thing your way, you can't really like add a lot to it because at the end of the day, it's got to be 22 minutes.
You got to move the story. You got to be like.
So it's got to, it's kind of like a speed.
It's got to fit.
Yeah. So I that's the toughest thing as far as the actual workflow on that show for me. The toughest thing is like just having to stay in like a, the 22-minute format.
And what are you doing between takes? Like, are you like
It's like jacking off.
Whoa, how many times a day you jack off?
Like 30.
Dude.
No.
Dude.
Between takes, I don't know. I'm just chilling. We're talking to the cast, hanging out. Yeah, there's like a bunch of dudes in the crew that are always checking in on my fantasy team. It's like every Monday we get back, they're like, "How'd you do, man?" It's like their way of,
bonding.
Yeah, it's our way of bonding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but fantasy football is a good.
It is good.
I
I fucking love fantasy football. It sounds like a very cliche bro thing to say to like fantasy football.
But it's an amazing thing.
It's an amazing thing. Like, we just had a dinner. Every week, our low score has to pay like $200 for dinner.
Whoa.
Yeah, which is a pretty serious punishment. But so we have like a group dinner every week that is mostly financed by the person who lost. And we like didn't do it 4 weeks in a row. So we had like an $800 tab, and we just all went to Benihana end of the season. Had a great time.
Got some butter in you.
Oh, dude, so much butter.
They put so much butter on
I
this stuff.
didn't realize it. And then all of a sudden, he starts scooping, and I'm like, he does one scoop, and I'm like, that was a lot. And then he goes back for another scoop.
On every individual dish,
and I'm like, oh, no, he's going for more? Boom, another scoop. And then goes back again. And I was like, I started getting stressed out. I was like, this is too much butter.
It'll sink you.
You gotta chill out on the butter.
Yeah. How'd your season go? What's your record?
One league I did very well, and playoffs are starting right now, actually. And the other league, I didn't do so hot.
Do you have a main league? Like, do you have one that's kind of...
The main league that was the main league, the other league actually passed us in buy-in.
Oh, okay.
And the one league that was like my high buy-in league, all of a sudden, we couldn't get everyone to raise the buy-in, and the other league went higher. And we recently at that dinner raised the buy-in to $500.
Wow, 12 teams?
12 teams.
So 6G.
That's a 5K
it's a big pot.
Let's go, dude.
A lot of people have been putting their pots into like cryptocurrency.
Really?
I know a guy who their league did it, and it pot went up like a couple grand, like
what,
doubled.
Bitcoin or
I don't know what they put it in. They put it in something.
Yeah.
Some coin that doubled since they did it.
Wow.
And they now have a pot worth way more money.
Are you a convertible guy?
Do I? I don't have one. I would like one.
Right. Now, what's stopping you?
Right now, it would be having two cars. But it's funny you say that because I've recently been like, I would like to have a convertible.
You got the itch.
I got the itch. It's just a good time.
It's fun.
Just roll that top back and just let the hair flow.
Every time you get in the car, it's like you're doing something. You're having like a unique, fun experience.
You want to go for a cruise in my convertible?
It's like a date every time you get in the car.
I actually just drove. BMW let me drive a car for like a couple weeks, and I asked for the convertible.
Nice.
And I was loving it. My girlfriend wasn't vibing as hard in the convertible. I feel like girls generally,
up her hair.
Yeah, I feel like girls generally don't like, and it's cold.
There's a scene in the movie Spanglish where Thomas Hayden Church is going to take Tia Leone away from Adam Sandler, and he finds the perfect height for the window so that her hair doesn't get
That's huge.
Tousled up when she's riding along.
That is huge.
It's pretty cool.
If you had a convertible, would you get self-conscious about your music choice?
I think for sure. I feel like I would like a convertible, but I couldn't only have a convertible because it's a little like
too showy.
Look at me.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm not really trying to attract, attention like that if I'm just going to the store.
But why not, right?
I don't know, because just more eyes on you. I don't know, paranoid. You don't get paranoid when you feel people are looking at you?
I do in LA, but when I'm in Orange County, I don't care. Maybe it's because I'm out of my home base, so I feel a little more free to fly my freak flag, and I don't really worry about people's permanent thoughts about me. But that's why I like Miami and Las Vegas so much, because it's a ridiculous place, so I feel no self-consciousness being ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely.
In those spaces, and you need that.
You can wear sunglasses inside, and you can be a total weirdo, and no one's judging.
If you're driving a Dodge Viper, everyone's like, "Cool car, man."
Yeah.
There's no second thought about it.
And that is the car that would be like, whoa.
That's the most
Viper?
ostentatious of cars.
Yeah, a Dodge Viper.
A red one, dude.
Yeah, a red Viper.
Those things are sick, dude.
They are sick.
They probably drive like shit, but that engine.
Yeah, I don't know.
I forgot those are still around.
They are.
They still make them new ones?
No.
You don't think?
No?
I don't think so.
Dude. I'm pitching this and I'm kind of kidding, but I'm actually dead fucking serious. What if we all just rented some sport cars and went for a drive?
To Vegas.
That could be fun.
And we drove in formation.
Okay.
Triangle.
Caravan?
You seem a little. Are you into it? Yeah. Ducks fly together,
Picking up
dude.
all the lanes. Dude. I was like, fuck these guys and their flying V.
And then they're all convertibles, so they can see exactly who it is.
I actually have been wanting to rent this one convertible, this stick shift. I've been wanting to drive a stick shift. I drove one in high school. It's so fun, but in high school I hated it because living in LA, in traffic, I'm just first, second. I started having knee problems from shifting so much.
Right. I think I'd get in less car accidents if I had a stick shift because I'd be more
You can't
focused.
be on your phone. I've
exactly.
tried. You're like trying to shift and like pick.
I'd be trying to text while I'm shifting.
Yeah. I've literally realized that I had to shift and just you just toss the phone.
Yeah, I'd have to text my mom for money once I parked.
Right.
Did you guys listen to the Ben Affleck interview on Howard Stern?
No, but I saw he was getting roasted for it.
I saw it too. I haven't listened to that one, but I saw his response on Jimmy Kimmel.
What'd he say?
Wait, he responded already?
Mm-hmm. He's pissed.
Shit happens
He's like, these people, these clickbait people, they take what I say. You know, it's a 2-hour-long interview. I thought it was really great. I was like, I should do more of these. And I opened up, and then these clickbait people take a little piece of what I said and misconstrue it. And he was like, really, he's like, you know, you can make me the meme guy, the Batman sad Dunkin' Donuts guy, but once you come after my kids, that's where I draw the line.
I'm sick of people picking on him, dude. He's a beast.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
The Dunkin' Donuts sad photos are like my favorite. I love those so much. Him just looking so stressed, smoking a cig like he needed that cig.
He needs it so bad.
He needed that cig, dude.
Yeah.
You just see you could like feel that inhale in that photo. You're like, oh, brother, you just sucked that whole cig down in one puff.
Yeah, he hasn't let people take away from him his right to be sad and dumb and a mess.
Yeah, just dropping like fucking thing of coffee is all over. Everyone's like, dude, the guy's a mess. I loved it though.
And dude, this speaks to like you too. Like, I don't think people understand how smart you have to be and how much like bandwidth and also how like strong you have to be to direct and act in something.
Oh, the fact that he's directing and acting in his own stuff is like Ben Stiller too. Directed Tropic
Monster.
Thunder.
Amazing.
Wild. So, I mean, the fact that he did that is just so incredible. But it's funny that you say that about Ben Affleck getting mad because I can, like, half the people that are roasting him online definitely didn't watch the interview. They just saw like headlines and just like piggybacked off of that, which is something that annoys me very much right now.
Yeah.
Is people like not actually watching something or like reading the entirety of something or looking in or getting any more context, just seeing a headline and getting mad and like spreading it from there with their own like stamp on it now. And it's like you didn't even do the research yourself or like
and it's like you know, his response. If like media comes out with something saying like a headline of like this guy said something shitty, and he responds, or like it comes out that that wasn't actually the case, they're not going to come out with more articles like headline news of like actually we were wrong. Ben Affleck was not being a piece of shit like that. I found that article in like the fourth page of whatever news thing. I was like, it's like if you get bad press, but they were wrong, they're not going to come back out with like the same amount of publicity and be like, by the way, we were wrong. This guy's actually cool. Like that. I don't think that ever happens.
Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day. Whoever was the person who said any press is good press is pretty much single-handedly responsible for everything that sucks about social media right now.
Right. Yeah.
Because people really took that shit and ran with it.
Yeah.
You know? And you get these people that are fucking huge from just getting any press.
Yeah.
Bad press, mostly bad press, more bad press. And they fucking become huge, and then people forget that the way they got there was just from all bad press.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, your kids are idolizing them.
It's a shame. It's like Jake Paul.
Yeah.
He's capitalized on that.
He has. He capitalized hard.
Yeah.
He did well with that, too.
Do you know him?
I know Logan better.
Yeah.
I know, I've met Jake a handful of times. I've done a few videos with Logan. He's always been a nice dude.
Yeah.
You know, I've always...
Jake developed his look well. I like where he ended up with the beard and the haircut. Like, it fits. Like, he used to be kind of like a clean cut guy.
Yeah.
And now he looks like a bad guy.
Yeah.
Like, he
Logan
really
or
does.
Jake.
Oh, yeah. All tatted and stuff.
Yeah, like, he looks kind of like you want to see him get punched. Have you ever had a beef?
No, I mean, I just, you know, I don't want to get riled up, get the heart beating, and I don't enjoy beefing.
Yeah.
It happens, but I never enjoyed it. Like when we were at Mastro's the other day, and I was in the bathroom, you know the feeling you get when you're like, something's happening here?
Yeah.
I don't like that feeling. It gives me too much anxiety, and I just like...
What was happening in the bathroom?
Well, I went in the bathroom, and been in there for like 20 seconds, and, you know, door handle shakes. One shake, you're like, okay, dude was just checking to see if he could get in. Then 5 seconds go by, and I'm like, okay, 2 shakes? You know it's locked. Mm-hmm. Now you're talking to me. Then he went for a 3rd shake, and it was like a long, loud 3rd shake. And I was like, what the fuck? And I walked out, and I just look at the dude. I'm like, what? And he's like, oh, dude, I was just kidding, man. And I'm like, what's the joke?
Yeah.
He's like, it was just a joke, dude. It was just a funny joke. And I was like, I don't get the joke. What's the joke?
Yeah.
He's like, it's just a funny. You didn't think it was funny? I was like, no. He's like, oh, dude, you just don't get it. I was like, all right, man. And I walked away. That was the end of that interaction. And
That's crazy.
I was flustered. He was at a group dinner.
You're right.
Yeah.
So he's feeling himself. There's a lot of testosterone at the table, and he's like, I'm going to fuck with this guy in the bathroom.
Yeah, and it's not like his boys were there. It was just for him.
That's weird.
And there was actually one other guy that he didn't know. And I opened the door, and that was the first guy I saw. And the guy looked at me like he looked at me like, I don't know. Look at it, you know. And I looked at that guy, I was like...
You're just like, dude, what the fuck?
But that dude wasn't laughing. He was just like weirded out and uncomfortable. This dude is like...
Well, he sounds like one of those guys who, you know, those guys who are like, I'm an asshole. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's like, well, if you have the self-awareness, then don't be an asshole.
Right.
But yeah, that's just me, man. I'm an asshole. What can I tell you?
Yeah, and a lot of those people don't pull it off. Like, there's some people who can pull it off.
Yeah.
But like, they're very few and far between.
Yeah.
It's a high difficulty thing to do.
Yeah.
There's also the people that just do shitty things and then are like, I'm a Gemini. You're like, right. Well, yeah, but, you know, about all that shitty stuff you've been doing. Like, it's a Cancer moon and Beaver. So, yeah, I've been doing some shitty stuff, but, you know, that's how us...
Yeah.
I kind of been thinking maybe I'll get into horoscope stuff.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing the same, like, no, that's all bullshit, kind of like perspective on it. And I'm like, maybe I'm ready to just be like, no, I'm a Capricorn guy. Read it every day.
You're a Capricorn?
I'm a Capricorn.
What are you?
Scorpio.
You're a Scorpio?
And I'm not a typical, like, whenever I say Scorpio, people are like, you don't seem like a Scorpio.
Yeah,
so
you don't have this Scorpio vibe.
Thank you. Yeah. I think.
Both my parents are Scorpios.
Really?
And my girlfriend's a Scorpio.
Do they have the vibes?
Surrounded by Scorpios.
Do they have the vibes?
My mom and girlfriend do. Mm-hmm. My dad, not at all. Super chill.
You know, I'm a Leo rising.
That came off wrong.
Oh, that's big.
I might get roasted for that.
For saying what?
I just said my dad doesn't. He's super chill.
Oh, like that's like, implying that the other folks aren't chill.
Yeah.
Well, it takes all kinds.
I'm a Leo rising, so.
What does that mean?
Apparently, I think that's your rising moon or sun. I think, but apparently that's how you appear to people. So I don't know. What are you?
I'm an Aquarius.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't really. What are the characteristics?
I don't know, but every time I've heard them, I've been like, seems pretty vague. Seems kind of applicable to anything.
Sure.
What do you know? What your rising is?
I don't know.
That's so Aquarius of you.
Dude,
It's to not care.
Yeah, that's very Aquarius.
I don't know. I've just like gotten, people have like said the characteristics, and I've never really like, never seen them and been like, yep, totally me.
Well, a Scorpio is like dark and brooding, and I'm like, I think I'm the opposite of that. Yeah, unless if you want to say I'm brooding, you can. But
I'd love to be brooding.
Yeah, dude.
I want to feel more like Tupac when I'm on camera. I want to feel like kind of menacing, but there's something compelling and like deep about it. Yeah.
It's tough to do that as a comic.
I'm not really giving that off.
No, it's tough to be brooding and dark when you're a comic.
Dude, I got fucked over by AAA the other day. I busted a tire in the rain on the freeway, pulled off, parked at a Walmart, had to get a tow.
Oh, no.
They fucked me. They got some tow truck driver who was asleep, who I finally woke up, and he's like, bro, I don't know you. And he hung up.
No way.
So then I left a message with AAA, and I was super pissed off. So I listened back to it to see if I was like too pissed off in the message. Dude, I sound like the biggest bitch in the voicemail. I'm like, hey, AAA, this is JT Parr. The tow truck driver didn't show up, and I'm a bit frustrated. Like, I didn't sound angry at all. Yeah. And I was like, dude, where's the Tupac in this? Like, I should be like, fuck you, fuck your kids, come pick up my car, dude.
I think I have the opposite effect. Like, the second I get a little bit mad, people are like, whoa, relax, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not that mad. I was just, like, being a little more stern with those words. But, like, second I say something, like, a little confrontational, people are like, whoa.
But see, I don't think we should let them take that from us either. You know what I mean? Like, especially, I think, in Los Angeles, I think if you're, like, a bro, they're like, all right, we need you to be lovable all the time. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, maybe it's a Capricorn thing, but I'm like, dude, I'm complex. You know what I mean? I got rage in me. I'll burn the earth down. And I don't want to lose that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe I never had it.
That's Capricorn vibes, man. That's why you're a Capricorn.
That's what it is, dude.
It is.
So when you get angry, like, does your voice change?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe I don't know. Like the experience I'm thinking of was like this dude used to park this dude on my street had like 9 cars, and he was a hoarder. Like, he was a complete hoarder. He would walk around and like go through trash cans, and like on Melrose, like he lived in a nice area, and like he was going through trash cans and like keeping stuff. And he had like 9 cars that he would park all over the street and take up, like, there's only so many spaces. Mm-hmm. Dude's taking up like 20% of the street parking on my street. Mm-hmm. And he would keep his like piece of shit car filled with trash like in front of my house. Mm-hmm. And one time it was like, I told him like, you can't do this. Like, you can't keep parking cars in front of the house. And one time it was like, it'd been there for like a week. And I was like, yo, dude, you got to move your car up. I'm going to get it towed. Mm-hmm. And he like pushed back a little, and then I got mad. And
how'd you get mad?
I don't know. I was just like, it's not like I said anything crazy. I was just like, move the car, or I'm getting it towed.
No, say how you said it though.
I was like, you keep your piece of shit car in front of my fucking house. Move it, or I'm getting it towed.
Oh,
I love that.
That's good.
I think it was really compelling.
Yeah.
That got me.
Bucket of bolts. I think it'd be one thing if it was like, added to the vibe. But it's like you don't want to look outside your window and see like this.
A jalopy.
It's a jalopy and filled with trash. Like you could see it like up the windows. It's like someone just emptied out a garbage bin.
Mm-hmm. Dude, in my mind too, he was doing all that because he wanted a reaction. Mm. You know what I mean? Like, he wanted to be seen. He doesn't feel seen, so he's like, I'm going to cause some mischief. I'm going to be a pain in the ass until someone reacts to it.
Causing mischief is just, it just sounds so like elementary.
Yeah.
It's just, what you doing?
Causing some mischief.
Just causing some mischief.
I'm being bad.
Just messing with my street again. Dude, I got 25 cars out there right now.
I was like, where's he getting all these? For a while, I was like, maybe he is like storing stolen cars. Mm-hmm. Maybe people like steal a car, they bring it to him, and he's like, I'll hold it for a couple weeks.
Keep it on Melrose.
Yeah.
Dude, my quiet neighbor the other day.
Shit show over there.
Yeah. My neighbor's super quiet. You never hear him. Like, I never hear him. I think I'm the loudest person in this quadplex. The other night, he's just blasting music. So fucking loud. Like, really good music, too. Like, early 50 Cent stuff. I was like, yeah, this is kind of good.
Tight.
Yeah, it was good. It was like, club's going to get out of control. I was like, all right, cool. But I was like, is this going to stop at any point? Went for like 30 minutes. Downstairs neighbor finally comes up. So I open the door because I want to see the confrontation. I'm like, yeah, get in there. Knock on the door. And then she's like, no, I'm too scared. I was like, all right, I'll knock. I knock. Start banging on it. Doesn't open it. Just turns off the music. I see him the next day. No mention of it. We just kind of nodded at each other.
Interesting.
And I was like, dude, I think he just wanted to feel seen in the quadplex.
Right.
I think
Like he's super quiet usually.
super quiet. Never makes a peep. Doesn't talk a lot.
And out of nowhere just starts blasting 50 Cent.
Yes.
This is kind of bizarre.
That is bizarre.
I think he just wanted to be noticed. I think once he heard us knocking on the door, he's like, all right, people notice me.
Or he was murdering someone.
Or he was killing someone.
Yeah.
Or he's going through some shit.
Or he was on some blow.
That makes
Dude,
sense.
Yeah, I mean, you get that in me. I put on stranglehold
That's your go-to.
times 100. Yeah, just cranking it.
Dude, we went
But
to
that was back in the day.
What?
Never mind.
Oh.
Do you dance?
I love to dance.
I don't think I've ever seen you dance.
Really? I mean, I'm not going to dance right now. But,
No?
But
I was going to try and pimp you into it.
no,
way.
I think I'm a pretty good dancer. You get me out there on the dance floor, I'll throw some moves down.
I could see you moving your shoulders well.
I'm
just being
a big shoulders guy. I'm always like, I like to bounce.
That's exactly what I pictured in my mind.
I like to keep the elbows up and just kind of, I'm here a lot, and I like the knees. I'm always moving knees.
Yeah.
Are your feet moving much?
A little, some of those.
A little wiggle?
I'm doing the, wiggling the knees a lot, and then a lot of shoulders.
When people clock you dancing, do they go, all right?
Oh yeah. I remember the first time I ever did Molly was at Coachella.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
And I remember thinking, not only am I the best dancer at this whole festival. Did I already tell you guys this?
No.
I remember thinking, not only am I the best dancer at this whole festival, but everyone around me is lucky to be able to see what I'm throwing down right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
That was my first Molly experience. I thought I was killing it so hard that I was like, you're welcome, everyone, for doing this for free in front of you.
Did you feel like you hit every beat perfectly?
I felt like I was just really, yeah.
So you were dancing, getting shoulders, and you felt like you just
I was
popping
just
it.
branching out, It's just, when you just are like, you're sticking in your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And then you could kind of branch out a little bit, but things could go off.
Yeah.
I just felt like I was just nailing all those moments.
That's sick.
Yeah. It was sick.
When's the last time you grinded with a chick on the dance floor?
Probably not that long ago.
That's awesome.
We went to Vegas for my girlfriend's birthday. We did some grinding.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You gotta do that.
Yeah. I love to grind.
We were in Vegas recently.
Were you?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
We went to Resorts World.
That was where I went.
Do you like
really?
it?
Yeah. I thought it was cool. It was felt like it was designed by someone that was like, just give me all the most expensive stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what it looks like. I don't want a common theme. The theme is expensive.
That's Vegas.
It's Vegas. But a lot of the hotels have a,
Right.
a
theme.
kind of vibe where you're ooh, this is the theme here. They were that. I mean, I was just looking around especially when you start when you own a house and or you live on your own for a while and you look at furniture, you're like, whew, that's a $1,200 chair, and you got thousands of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those hotels cost $1 billion
Dude,
to
it costs.
build.
Do you know how much that costs to build?
How much?
I looked it up. $4.3 billion.
Really?
My
To
God.
build Resorts
Jeez.
World.
That's so sick.
It's sick, but how long did it take to make that back?
That's a good point.
It's got to be a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at like places like Disneyland. I don't know how much they make a casino in a day, but I think at Disneyland, they make over $1 million in a day for sure.
Probably. Disneyland?
Which is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I don't know how much they're spending to run the rides and all
Right.
that stuff.
It's
Well,
gotta be a
parks
lot.
are a big part of their revenue. So I think,
Yeah.
I mean, and they're a huge company. So I think those things are cash cows.
Yeah, I think they make around $1 billion a year. I
It's
think.
crazy. Did you go to Zook? The nightclub?
We did. We did go to we did go to Zook. Tiesto played.
Nice.
The song of the weekend was, that song that's like, let's get down to business.
That's a good song.
Yeah. Once it's in your head, like everyone that's watching this or listening to this, like they're like, fuck. That's in my head for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It'll just happen randomly too. You'll just be sitting there and all of a sudden it'll just creep into your head like a car driving by. Let's get down to business.
Do you think it's possible to act like you're on Molly when you're not on Molly? Like, could you get into that frame of mind?
I think I could.
I think I could too.
Yeah. It's, I just can't stop moving, Like, it's like if I want to stop moving to the music, I can't. I'm just... Even if we're having
You're too locked in.
Yeah, you're locked in. Even if you're having a serious conversation, you're just like...
Do you get verbal with people, or you tell them how much you love them and all that stuff on Molly?
That's not really my vibe.
No?
But I definitely have been there.
Right. So
Yeah.
you don't see people and say like, by the way, man, I've been meaning to tell you this forever. You mean so much to me.
I'm more of the guy that I stay dancing. I just dance. I'll just be like off by myself, like just vibing out.
Yeah.
Do you put that love into like a fist bump maybe though? Like have you had like some really meaningful
it's definitely
fist bumps?
some meaningful daps, some like good handshake hugs.
With some good eye contact?
Yeah.
I saw two guys in Vegas do this. They just walked up to each other and looked at each other and went... and then they slapped hands and I was like, that's it, dude. That's it.
I love the visual of you like being proud of a completely, you're the third party to just another dad.
You're just
and you
nodding
just
your
walk like a
watching.
proud dad. Like,
Yeah.
love that.
Sharing that moment.
It is nice to witness when people haven't seen each other in a long time, like a run-in, like a really excited run-in. Those are fun to watch.
It's beautiful.
From afar.
Are you watching Succession?
No.
You don't watch it?
I've heard it's great. I've heard I should. Everyone tells me to watch it, so I'm just kind of like, fuck everyone.
Yeah, I get that. It's like culture's forcing you to eat like your vegetables, and you're like, nah, dude.
Like,
I know what I want for dinner.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking watch it because you said to. But no, I will watch it eventually. I actually finally caved in on Squid Game and I watched that.
Was it dope? I haven't seen it yet.
It was good. It was definitely good. I liked it because it was. It takes you out of the world we live in. I feel like a lot of things now are meant to remind you of the issues in the world, and that's fine. But it's nice to escape, and the issues in that world are so not what we're,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think it
Dealing
was such a huge hit?
I don't know. It's hard because I don't really understand what it is that hits on Netflix. Like there's like a weird formula that like some shit on Netflix just pops in ways that you could have never seen coming. Like like Lupin blew the fuck up. Did you see Lupin?
No.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I mean it looked cool. Like it was well done. And I don't like to hate on things when they like are well done and make sense because it's kind of like they made it. It worked.
Right.
Shut up.
Yeah.
People get so focused in on like, well, this theme and this little thing. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Go make a better thing then.
Yeah.
And you can't. So shut the fuck up. But that show, there was so many moments where I was like, they're like he's a spy show. So you kind of got to like think through the like gadgets and like the cool shit, Like a lot of the things you're like, wait, so he just got away? You just didn't explain how he just got out of that building? He's just
Right.
on the roof now?
Yeah.
Or like he's on air, he's wearing like a fake mustache and they're like, I don't know. And then they don't recognize him. He's like a very recognizable, like good looking guy. And he just like slips around in like these just like very average disguises.
Yeah.
Just like, But like that show was huge.
Right.
Huge. And it was like good. It was fine. But I don't understand what it is on Netflix that makes these things. Because it happened with that. It happened with Bridgerton. It happened with Squid Game. It happened with
Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit. And then like some of these like rom-coms that are like.
Right.
Right. They do crazy biz.
Yeah. And they just blow up. All of a sudden these kids have, 10, 15 million Instagram followers like overnight. I don't know what it is. No idea. I'm very interested in what that formula is.
It will be, yeah. I guess because they're international, so I guess it has to permeate. Maybe it's stuff that can hit all demographics. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. There's got to be a visual aspect to it. I think like Squid Game, like visually, it was very cool.
Yeah,
like it looked really cool. And I
Bridgerton too.
Bridgerton,
a lot of colors.
I haven't seen it.
I watched. JT watched it all the way through.
I loved it. I think I know why Bridgerton hit. I don't know about the other ones.
Why do you think it hit?
Well, I think for one thing, we've never seen like black people in like a Jane Austen style story. Mm-hmm. So right away, that's kind of interesting. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, okay, it's just like, you know, kind of Elizabethan, like, is that what era that was? Victorian. Mm-hmm. You're like, okay, it's this Victorian flirt fest. But you're like, I've never seen black people in it. And then the main black guy was like amazing. Mm-hmm. Like he was sexy as hell. And then...
You want to know my hot take?
Yeah.
I don't think he's hot. Go on.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa. Wow. No, but expound. Why not?
He's just like he's
suave?
He's too pretty.
He's too suave.
He's too pretty for me, you know?
I think about that too. Like, if I was gay, and I wish I was, but I'm not. If I was gay, it would have to be with a dude who felt very straight. I've thought about this a lot.
So, like someone on your fantasy team?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I hate to even deal in some kind of like, you know, thing where you have to like fit into a mold. There's all different kinds of people, and there shouldn't even be like kind of archetypes for these things. But they're woven into my head. Yeah. They are woven into my head. So like whatever the idea I have of straightness is, I think I'd be most attracted to that in a dude.
Interesting.
See. And
like, I think the word you're looking for is like a little rugged.
Well, yeah, and I want it to be hard for him to be gay. Like, I find movies about repression, sexual repression, very compelling.
Yeah.
I actually have a theory that there's never been a bad movie about someone who's sexually repressed. Like Brokeback Mountain, Moonlight, Power of the Dog, they're all incredible because you're watching this guy fight against himself. And he's this badass dude, but he desperately yearns to fuck another guy. And you're like, whoa, this is really compelling. And I think it's that kind of guy I'd want to party with. Right. And I don't think the Bridgerton guy has that vibe. You could see him doing anything. He's kind of libertine. So I do know what you mean.
Yeah.
Although I don't think that's what you meant. But
well, I just meant he's, you know, sure, he's good looking.
He's suave.
He's too pretty.
But also they showed sex in that show. I think that's what was kind of cool about it. I haven't seen soft sex in a movie or in a TV show in a while.
I feel that. I mean, a lot of times soft sex feels unnecessary. And like you watch a lot of old movies and you're like, that director just had a hard on. Like there's no need for this. They just were horny. Director was horny.
My favorite sex scene, Out of Sight. You see no sex. It's just all flirting. And Steven Soderbergh, the director, said, when you show sex, you stop being a storyteller. So I think what you're saying is like, yeah, like it's like, why is this in here? Is this moving the plot? Right. Are we learning about the characters? Nah. No. We're just watching two hot people.
Like there's some of those movies that have real sex. Have you seen like there's that movie?
Unsimulated sex, like Melancholia. No, not Melancholia. The Antichrist one with Willem Dafoe. All the Lars von Trier movies.
Yeah, it's like, it's porn.
Yeah, we have porn now. I think that's the other thing. We lost the sex in movies because Pornhub was like, we got you.
We got it. Don't worry, we got it.
Options. Mm-hmm. Have you filmed a sex scene?
No, not like a sex scene.
Have you kissed on camera?
Yeah.
Because I'm very uncomfortable kissing. Like even when I was in acting class, it was hard for me to kiss in front of the whole class. And I love to kiss. And I think I'm a passionate kisser. But when people are watching, I'm like, yeah, it kind of gets in your head a little bit.
Yeah. No, I've had a few kissing scenes.
A few smooches.
How'd they go?
You know, well, I think, like, to be honest, like, there's times when, like, you're on set and you're like, I don't want to, like, make out. Like, I'm just not, it just.
That's not the vibe.
I'm just, like, not, you know, it's like 8 a.m. Like, I just had, you know, I'm like.
You're talking about your fantasy football team?
I'm not trying to, like, make out right now. You know, it's like, so sometimes you're just like, yeah, it's like usually.
That's what they pay
pretty
for.
Awkward, but.
That's the job.
What?
That's the job. That's what they pay for.
Yeah. Like, there's been times where I, like, was like, okay, I think we've done enough takes.
Right.
Of this, you know?
But you also don't want to be rude to the other person. Be like, hey, we've done enough takes. Cause they're like, what, you don't like kissing me?
Yeah, but that, I mean, she was also like, okay, it's it's getting to be a lot here.
I was in an acting class where the acting teacher made me keep making out with this girl.
Really?
She's like, go do it again. It was like 10 times. It was some kind of like Meisner thing, I think. She's like, go do it again. Go do it again till you feel it. This is when I like started acting. So I was like, oh, okay. And the whole class was watching. And then after they're just like, and you're like, oh, wow, yeah.
Did I tell you about my only acting class experience I've ever had?
No.
I didn't tell you about this?
No.
I've been to one acting class my whole life. And it was for this movie that I didn't get. They didn't cast me in the movie. And then the director reached out to my agents and was like, I want to do an acting workshop with him to work on that character that I
Right.
didn't
You told,
get.
yeah.
I told you about this.
I think off mic.
I think last time we got dinner.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Better go on it.
I just got to keep going now. They're so curious.
You guys want to know? I want to know.
They
Again.
need to know.
I was hammered at that dinner, so some.
That was a good dinner. That was fun. We
Dude,
had
I
a
was
good time.
sweating by the end of it. I had so much to drink, like my body overheated.
Yeah, I remember you were.
I went silent for like from like the entrees to the bill. I was just like, oh.
That was right after you guys went on Howard Stern, right?
Different.
That was in New
different
York.
time.
Oh.
But I also got too hammered at that one as
Dude,
well.
we missed our flight.
Oh, right. You're talking about we went to...
Bakari.
Yeah.
We were blacked out at JFK after that, and then we missed our flight. It was awesome.
That was great.
And then we went back out that night.
Oh, man.
It had
It
to
was
happen.
sick.
But keep going. Keep going.
Oh, so anyways, I'm already like, dude, why do you want to do this with me? You know, but they're like, you know, he's an up and coming director. It'd be good to like have this relationship. You should do it. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And so the first one, it's 8 hours on a Saturday morning, like an 8-hour class, and you want me to do fucking 3 of these, and you didn't cast me in the movie, like. So whatever. I show up. I'm like, I'm gonna have a good mindset about this. I get there. First thing they do, it's me and this other guy who's clearly been there. Then and the acting coach goes, "You're smoke, you're fire. Go." And the dude just starts billowing. You know, he's done this, and I'm like, you know, all of a sudden this guy's billowing. He goes straight into being smoke. I have no context. I'm like,
Yeah.
Was there like 2 minutes where you're just standing there trying to figure out?
we're doing like fire and smoke, and he's like, work off of him. The smoke billows off the fire. So I'm like, fucking, and I'm like in my head, like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, and like the main acting lady comes over, who's like going from group to group, and she's like, stop. What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm fire. And she's like, fire is hot. Fire breathes. Fire comes from the ground. Fire is erratic. Fire jumps. Jump. I'm like, ugh. And she's like, yes.
I felt that.
And I'm like, she like has me like crouched down now in like this really low stance. And my quads are on fire. I'm like, this is... And at one point, she's explaining something. I put my hands on my knees because I'm like tired. And she's like, stop. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm tired. I'm sweating. She's like, fire sweats. Sweat. She had me like curling my toes up because fire like wants to rise. So I'm like this. She's like giving a lecture and I'm sitting there fucking just flaming, you know? And every now and then she'd be like explaining something and she'd be like, jump. And I was like, I'm out, dude. Like after the class, I did the whole thing. And then I called the guy after. I was like, yo, I'm not doing 2 more of these. I'm sorry. And I thought he would totally understand. He was offended. He was like,
This
why
guy's an
not?
egomaniac.
I thought we made really good progress. And I was like, I mean, no. On what? The character that I didn't get? That you, like, if I got the movie, I'll be fire all fucking day. But I didn't. So I'm not going to sit here and torture myself by acting like fire. So yeah, that's my only acting class.
We should all try to act like fire right now. Chad, do you want to
dude.
try?
I just kept.
Is this fiery?
Let me think about fire.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It whips. You
It
know?
whips.
That's good.
It whips.
Yeah, it whips. That's
But a
good.
little more intense. Could you try it a little more intense?
I try not to smile.
Yeah, don't smile.
Don't smile. Fire's angry.
Dude,
Fire's
this guy
hot.
called me today, and I just called him. I was like laughing. He's like, "Why are you laughing?" I'm like, "I don't know." Anyways.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah. I was like, why are you laughing? I'm like, dude, I just laughed.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
It's like, stop, dude.
Yeah, stop laughing. I'm like, sorry, I'm happy. Go fuck yourself. All right. What's up, dudes? I'm interrupting this podcast, letting you know once again that we're brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims peeled, for looking after our hogs, for making sure their dinks are looking fresh and clean, because 2022 is on the way. And the last thing you want to be is the guy with pubes getting in the way of making this year your best yet. Guys, get on the Manscaped train. If you're not on it yet, what are you doing? This company is worldwide, and all they care about is making sure that your pubes are looking fresh. If you want to step out into the world as a fresh looking dude who understands his grooming game is primo, and he wants to say that to the world, get on the Manscaped train. They have engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality, an incredibly comfortable grooming experience, a 4th generation trimmer. That's the Lawnmower 4.0, advanced skin safe technology. It's waterproof. It has a light so you can see your pubes in high def. And I know you guys are asking about this, and let me tell you, you want to smell like Manscaped too, because they have a refined cologne with the same signature scent that's in all Manscaped formulas, a great complement to your collection. Also, the ultra premium body wash. This is all 3 things you need for the perfect addition to your daily grooming routine in the shower. I shower every day. I hope you do too. This body wash is infused with aloe vera and sea salt to keep your skin feeling clean, nice, and moisturized. Man, 2022 is going to kick ass, especially if you get on the Manscaped train. So get on it today. Use the code GODEEP for 20% off, plus free shipping at manscaped.com. I'm all in on confidence and smelling good this new year. Join me with Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code GODEEP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com, and use code GODEEP. Happy New Year to your balls. All right. We are also brought to you by the legends at Haver Supply. What up? So stoked on this new sponsor, Haver Supply. I love my Haver Supply lid. It's so legit. If you guys want sick, vintage, cool clothing, if you guys just want to feel cool, look cool, check out Haver Supply. I wear their clothes all the time, and I rock their lids all the time. Lets the flow come out. Super nice. People are like, what's that hat? I'm like, Haver Supply, bro. Have you ever wanted to go to Burning Man and wear nothing but a hat? Have you ever wanted to build a sandcastle to impress girls at the beach? Do you imagine yourself climbing an iceberg? Well, now there's Haver, keeping you looking and feeling epic all the time, at the beach, on a hike, playing golf, enjoying a dank IPA. Yeah. It's a lifestyle brand tailored to the adventurer, the surfer, the wanderer, the traveler, and just the stoker who wants to chill. And the goal of the company is to promote a lifestyle of chill. So, I mean, guys, the mission of this clothing company is just in line with this podcast. So if you want to listen to this podcast and also feel chill while you do it, check out Haver Supply. It's a collision of surf and mountains. I mean, what else? What more do you need? For listeners, you can get 20% off your order with the code GODEEP at checkout. Go to haversupply.com and enter code GODEEP at checkout for 20% off. That's Haver, Haver, supply.com. Code GODEEP for 20% off at checkout. We also brought to you by the legends at Rumpel. What up, Rumpel legends? They're on a mission to introduce the world to better blankets. So on a surf and ski trip through California, these dudes found themselves stuck in the back of their van in sub-zero temperatures. They're crushing whiskey, and they're like, we're cool dudes who like to be warm. How can we make this experience even better? Cue the Rumpel idea. Now it's a company. Now they have the original puffy blanket. It's made with the same materials found in premium outdoor gear and activewear. It's built for everywhere. Guys, I use my Rumpel blanket for movies. If I'm like watching a movie by myself or crushing like a date, and I'm like, hey, you want this Rumpel blanket? We're both warm. Vibes are high. So whether you're on the beach, in the van, at a music festival, or just chilling on the couch at home, Rumpel is built to keep you warm and cozy everywhere. They're also made from 60 discarded plastic bottles, sustainable as F. They even donate 1% of revenue to beach-friendly nonprofits like Save the Waves, so you can give a gift to yourself while also giving back to Mother Nature. Our friends at Rumpel make the one and only original puffy blanket that you can take anywhere. If you want to feel good knowing that your favorite on-the-go blanket is made sustainably using recycled materials so they care for the earth, go to rumple.com and enter code DEEP15 for 15% off your first order. That's rumple.com. Enter code DEEP15 for 15% off your first order. That's Rumple, RUMPL.com with code DEEP15 for 15% off your first order. Finally, we are brought to you by the legends at Diet Smoke. What up, dudes? You know my problem with edibles. Sometimes you get so freaking high. You're like, what, dude? I don't even know where I am right now. I wish I had Diet Smoke in my life. There comes Diet Smoke. What up? It can be really difficult to control the dose of THC, you know? The last thing you want is to be way too baked and then you're not stoked. That's why we have Diet Smoke, because these are the perfect medium high, delicious Delta 8 THC gummies. It's like slightly less potent than THC. It's a slightly less potent THC, and it gives you that cool buzz. And they extract it's Delta 8 THC. Nice. They extract their Delta 8 from hemp, and somebody call it a loophole. I call it the secret recipe to getting a smooth, stable, and most importantly, legal high. So get on the Diet Smoke train. I love Diet Smoke. I love getting that cool buzz. It gets me so fired up, so amped. And I just want to say what up to them. They're low in sugar, fat-free, and delicious, and they're legal. So when CBD isn't enough and traditional THC is too much, enjoy the smooth buzz of Diet Smoke. Go to dietsmoke.com and use the promo code GODEEP for 20% off your order. That's GODEEP. Dietsmoke.com. Promo code GODEEP for 20% off. They're Diet Smoke's Delta 8 THC gummies, not for use or sale to people under the age of 21. Please use responsibly. Back to the show. Now I'm in.
That was good. No, it was a good start. It was a good start.
That was really good.
That was really good.
That was good.
That felt like me trying to be sexy. You know when you try to be sexy, you just...
No, I think that the sexiness was on accident.
Yeah. That's good.
I think I'm really bad at it. I would go... Does that feel like fire?
That's like a Duraflame trying to spark
help
up.
Me out. Help me out. Help me out. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pour some lighter fluid on you. Lighter fluid. Dude, that was good. That was good.
I think fire is a little more. It's more
contained.
It breathes a little more. You know.
Yeah. It's like you're breathing, but you're also letting shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's good, dude.
Sometimes sideways.
Yeah.
Aaron, you're off camera, but if you want to throw down some...
Yeah, Aaron, do you want to switch seats and be fire?
No, it could be pretty fire if you did that, dude.
We're trying to get an Aaron cam
so
for his
did that guy just think he was like helping you self-actualize or something like that? Like he's like, this guy has this hidden thing and I want to help him bust it out.
He had this whole idea of the symbolism of the characters being, one was fire, one was smoke, and
sounds like a bunch of hippie bullshit.
Yeah, the movie was not good. I'm not going to say the name of the movie, but it was like a well-known, not good movie.
Did
it have a really long, stupid title?
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Are you still? You lift a lot, right?
I've been seeing a trainer.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll go to him because I just realized I'm not going to go to the gym on my own. And if I do, I'm not going to go hard if I don't have to. So that's what I'm paying for. I'm paying for someone to what?
He's pushing your ass?
Yeah, he pushes me. And we don't do I don't do a lot of weights because if I lift weights, I just get bulk up.
Yeah, you're jacked, dude.
And so I just do a lot of body weight stuff.
Was that weird when I called you jacked right there?
No, it's cool, man. It's fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I've been doing. I've been doing these hot yoga sculpt classes.
Really?
I honestly, it's like I'm just smiling the whole time because it's like I'm like one of the only dudes in there, and it's like now I sound like a perv, but like
no, it sounds like hot yoga is nice.
Hot yoga is great, and it's like it's just like a great way to start your morning because you're sweating a lot. And it's like really, really hard because they're doing like body weight exercises mixed with stretching, and you're like you have like 10-pound dumbbells, and you're like doing you're doing like squats and then like curls and shit for like an hour.
Can you? How hot is it?
I don't know exactly. I think around like 100.
Like, is it a sauna? Or is it not as high?
Not as high as the sun. I maybe like 100, 102.
Yeah, that's fucking hot for an hour.
Yeah,
You're sweating a lot. Do they have water in there?
You can bring water in there. Yeah,
It's tough.
it's really tough.
Have you done it?
I've done hot yoga and I've been the guy like, dude, one time I did moto yoga and I was like in there and I was shirtless and I was like, I think I'm stronger than all these other dudes.
Wait,
Yeah.
Moto yoga?
Yeah, it's a studio. And then like 30 minutes in, I was on my mat just writhing and sweating. I couldn't even do the last half of the class.
You said you were shirtless. I thought it was maybe like a naked yoga thing. You're like, I was at Moto yoga, and so I was shirtless. I was like, wait, is this?
Yeah, everyone's butt naked and it's fire, dude.
So they have that, I think. Isn't there a naked yoga?
There should be.
That's a thing.
No, I
That's
think
a thing for sure.
It is a thing. I've seen someone sent me an ad for it. I would like to. My problem with yoga, I like it a lot. I can't hear very well, so it's tough for me when I'm on my back to know what's going on.
Right.
Because they talk quietly sometimes, and
You have to kind of watch them.
yeah, I really rely on like reading lips a lot to like help hear.
Right.
And it's hard when I'm on my back to like. So I'm like, I often find myself like trying to like look forward, and then I'm like, this isn't relaxing now. I'm like messing with my neck.
When you were younger, did you have a crew that you would lift with?
When you say younger, what do you mean? Like a bunch of 8-year-olds just hitting the gym?
Yeah, I'm talking like 5 years old. You're in there, you're hitting deadlifts with your boys. You're trying to get up to a plate. No, I mean like probably like 15 to 25.
Yeah, because I played sports, so we would just like nonstop be conditioning and working out. So I didn't really have to do that. I would work out with like my 2 best friends sometimes, and then in college I had like a gym. Like my buddies, I lived with like 6 guys, and sophomore year I lived with like 50 in the frat house. But we had like 6 guys that we'd like pair off with. And
It's a beautiful thing.
we used to swim a lot in college.
Oh, interesting.
We would get really high and go swim. And the pool at our school, University of Arizona, shout out U of A, was fantastic. Like it was like this massive pool, and we'd get goggles. They had underwater music.
Really?
And like lights, and we would just be like high, like doing these like underwater exercises. Sometimes the synchronized swimming team would be there, and you could watch them. Like you could go under and watch what's happening, like to make the stuff on the surface happen. And that is fascinating.
Yeah,
like, there's like doing these formations underwater. Pretty cool.
That is cool.
The leg work must be insane.
They're like doing their like, you'll see like a pyramid under there of all the girls doing like bicycles to like raise up, and then the girl on the top like jumps, but you don't even see that part.
It's crazy.
A lot of breath. You gotta have a lot of breath to be able to do that.
Yeah, I played water polo. It's treading water, and it's tough.
Yeah,
it's really tough.
One of the slowest looking sports on camera I've ever seen.
Yeah, not very fun to watch.
It's not dynamic.
No.
It seems hectic.
But as a sport to play it, it's supposed to be like it's like gladiators going at it, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I remember. I was never. I don't think I had the. I just didn't care about the team. Like I just didn't like anyone on my team, and I just didn't. I'll get passionate about things, but that was just something I just could not get passionate about. But I think a big reason why is because I went to boarding school in Connecticut. And I'm like, I'm playing water polo indoors. That sort of defeats the whole purpose. Like the purpose of playing water polo is to get tan as fuck and jacked. But if you get, I not only was I inside, but I was getting bleached by the chlorine, so I was getting whiter.
Yeah.
And that really just affected my steez. And I'm like, that's not why I signed up.
Yeah. No, you needed more vitamin D.
Dude, that's for damn sure.
Water polo players have a specific body. They've got those huge lats.
Huge lats, big shoulders.
Big shoulders.
Yeah. There's a lot of Speedo tugging. That was a big thing. I
would hear the stories about that.
Dude, I remember this kid.
This
This kid stole the ball. He was driving down, grabbed his Speedo, pulled him back. He's like, "What the fuck?" But that's how you play.
All in the game, baby.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
It's not cheating unless the referee calls it.
Yeah.
Do you guys think it's scarier if we live in a moral universe or an amoral universe?
Wait, you said amoral, not immoral, right?
No, amoral. Like it just doesn't care. Like the universe has no opinion on morality.
I think morals probably better. Some sense of morals.
But is that scarier then? Because then maybe we're doing something wrong?
I don't know.
Because if it's amoral, then we don't have to worry about our own personal conduct as much.
But I feel like I'd worry more in an amoral universe because no one has any sense of being like, I shouldn't do that, that's bad. So it seems more dangerous and more, I don't know, like more could be going wrong.
Right, like the consequences of that, if everybody knew that it was an amoral universe, then you'd have to worry about everybody like
Seems
purging
like
on
a little
you, basically.
purgy, yeah.
Right. But what if you were the only one who knew?
I don't know.
Me neither.
I always try to operate like we are an immoral one, like karma, believe in karma.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll like think like, if I kill this spider, what does that mean?
Yeah, like
I do have those thoughts.
No,
for
that's a
real.
good thought.
Yeah,
I feel
because it's like there will be certain instances where it's like you have an opportunity to like do the wrong thing or do the right thing, and then I'm sort of like, if I do the wrong thing right now, it's gonna bite me in the ass. So I like living that way. I think it's a good way to live.
It feels nice to do nice things.
It does, yeah. And you're sort of like, I think if you believe in that, if you believe that if you make the right choice, and then that will, come back to you maybe not equally, but it's like you're at least stepping in the right direction, as opposed to making the wrong choices and building up all this negative shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it brings peace of mind.
Do you think you chose to believe that, or you think you were just born believing that?
I think it's a belief because it scares me. So I don't think I was like, but I don't think I was like raised up, like my parents were like, that's bad karma. My parents were always like, do the right thing. And they always seemed to, try to take the high ground. So, but I don't, I think I developed that belief.
My mom's karma was more related to parking. She believed very firmly in parking karma.
No, that's the thing. Like if you steal someone's spot, that's like,
Yeah, bad parking karma.
yeah.
So she was very big on parking karma and always claimed that she could get a space in even the busiest of lots because she had such good parking karma built up throughout the years.
I like that.
Do you still believe that?
I don't know. I have a question for you, though. Mm-hmm. It's a question that I was asked not too long ago that I think is a very interesting one. If you're standing on a ledge, right, like a balcony, maybe a cliff, are you worried that someone's going to push you, that you're going to jump, or that you're going to push someone?
The second one.
You're going to jump?
I always get that urge.
Oh, for sure. You're on a balcony, you're like, I could do it.
I'll be at the escalators at the Century City Mall, and I'll grip the sides because I'm like, dude, if I don't grip these sides, I'm going bonsai off the side.
Yeah.
Like, it's strong in me.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that too, but also I think I feel the third one.
You might push someone.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you see, like, just a little kid standing there on that edge, and you're like, I could just...
Dude,
Yeah.
when I'm
That's a good
stressed
kick.
out, when I'm anxious, I guess they call them intrusive thoughts, like the thought that you're going to jump off. People think it's a product of anxiety. But when I'm anxious, I'll be around anyone and I'll just get a thought where I'm like, I got to punch this person. Child, anybody.
I have this in my house, this staircase that goes down, like, in the middle of, like, you walk up into, like, the dining or the living room, kitchen area, and it's, like, enclosed by this little, like, wall, like, that high. But when you're standing, like, on this side, you're pretty much looking down a staircase. And, like, every time I walk by it, I'm like, if I jumped, I'd get really fucked up. And, like, why do I think that every time? Like, I just look at it and I'm like, yeah, if I jumped right there, I'd get really fucking hurt.
Do you think that's a sign? I think that's a sign of a healthy mind.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, it's calculating risk. It's trying to keep you safe.
Yeah, because I think if you're the type of person who would just do that and not think about it, then you're in problem area. But I think if you're aware of it, if you can see that thought and say, nah,
Right.
then that's a sign. But I'm the third. I'll be walking on the sidewalk with people, and cars will be coming like, dude, if I just push this dude into the street, everything's ruined. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's I had that with family too. It scared the shit out of me. I would be like, don't leave me alone with like this person because I don't know what if I get murdered.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
crazy.
And that impulse to jump, I had a friend, Billy J. Reeves, and he would just always do it.
Right.
Like he would get that impulse and he'd just go.
Oh no.
And it made him like a folk hero to all of us. You know, we were all like, dude, that's the guy. Because he wouldn't hesitate.
But off like what?
I mean, basically anything. You jump off roofs. He jump like off high dives. He jump off like, climb on top of a car while you were driving it. He and it didn't seem like it was coming from a bad place, but he would just do it.
Would he make a spectacle of it, or would he just be walking and then
It was for him or it was for everyone?
It's tough to say, but it did seem like it was believable that he would do it by himself. And actually, when he died, he jumped out of a tram when it was like 200 feet up.
Wait, so
For
this
real?
guy eventually killed himself by doing...
I don't think he'd describe it that way. I don't think he would say he killed himself. But he jimmied open a tram when he was on his way up to the top of the mountain, and he just jumped out. No board.
Because he's like, I gotta jump.
He's just like, I gotta jump.
Might as well jump.
I feel like I needed that. I needed to know that before...
But he was a legend.
before using this as an example.
It was crazy.
His parents weren't like, dude, no trams.
No, his parents, they were split. His mom was like super bummed and was like, we should have told him not to do stuff like that. And his dad was like, that was Billy.
He jumped.
Billy jumps. Like you could tell his dad had a kind of a pride about it.
Right. He's like, that's my boy.
That was my boy. He went for it. Where other people wouldn't, he went for it. Like your son won't jump out of a tram. And Billy never hesitated.
I feel like in those situations, like when it comes to like a wingsuit diver,
Incredible.
When that's how they go, it is like part of you is like that's how they would have wanted to go.
They were living.
Because I feel like I always think about those wingsuit divers, and I'm like, can't you just see one of those dudes just not pulling it and just being like, I'm just gonna send it to end it right now.
I think so.
You're just flying, going like 150 miles an hour. You're just like probably like
I never would bring a girlfriend around one of those wingsuit guys. Their vitality is so overwhelming.
It's like you saw Free Solo.
Incredible.
Dude, probably the most impressive athletic feat, maybe of all time, besides the guy that ran the marathon in under 2 hours. I think those two are the
Good calls.
But his girlfriend, I felt so bad for watching that documentary. She's like, but what if you die, babe? He's like, then I fucking die. So she's like, well, yeah, that's how you feel. But like, what about me? I can't think about that. Like,
he's hanging from a thing saying all this.
Yeah, you say, hanging there just saying such dark things, blaming her for like, I fell. Ever since I started dating this girl, I've fallen way more times.
That was hilarious when he's like, she dropped me. And I injured my back. I'd never fallen before. She's like, I didn't really know what I was doing. He's like, I had to make a judgment call. Do I love this woman or do I love climbing? And I decided I love her. It's like, but do you think she was also upset but I think this is also part of the reason she liked him. That
recklessness.
And that climbing was more important to him than any other person could ever be. Not even just her, but any person.
When I watched that documentary, I didn't know if he made it. I didn't watch that knowing like he survived. I thought maybe there was a chance that he dies and the documentary was just about the dude's journey.
That happened.
So the whole time I'm watching it, I had this like element of suspense where I'm like, this is life or death. Because I didn't know, like, you know, you watch it knowing that he won an Academy Award or whatever, and he gave a speech. You're like, oh, he lived. He made it. But I had no context. I was like, am I going to watch this guy fucking die? Because I don't want to.
Have you ever seen a dead body?
Not in person, but people are too comfortable showing videos of when people die. You know, when someone shows you a video and they're like, crazy, right? And you're like, damn, what happened to that guy? They're like, that guy died.
I was never.
And I'm like, that was non-consensual.
This dude Tom in college, I remember he turned to me during a film production class. He's like, "Hey, do you like looking at fucked up shit?" And I just needed friends. I was like, "Yeah, dude." And he just showed me like a dead person. I was like, "What's this doing for you?"
Like
now?
photos?
Just like what was that like crazy website?
E-Bombs World.
Yeah, like E-Bombs World.
Yeah.
He
There was
just
that
like
one, and there was another one that was even more fucked up.
I can't remember. I had a buddy though who, there's one thing where this guy like cut his nuts open.
Yeah,
that video
and
going
they popped
around.
him out.
I never watched it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, I
could not
saw
do it.
those. There was all those videos were going around for a while. The Pain Olympics.
Yeah, it was like 2009.
Yeah,
around
yeah,
2008.
Kazaa had a lot of those too. Like you go to sleep first, and then your weird friend would stay up all night. When you woke up and looked at the downloads, it'd be like,
God.
horse fucking guy.
That one.
Dude, yeah, that one was
Mr. Hands.
That guy died.
He died.
Dude, I
That
love
guy
that we
got
all
fucked by the
knew
horse.
that.
Yeah.
That was the first time I saw a video where someone died. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing that and going, "Oh God!" And someone was like, "Yeah, he died."
Yeah.
And I was like, "I don't want to watch someone die."
Yeah. Yeah, I had a buddy who was really into that stuff. It was kind of...
That'd be like telling a story about a guy and being like, he was a legend. He like always jumped, and then mentioning after that like he killed himself.
Yeah.
You know?
I have a friend who did that.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I know.
Dude, come on, bro. Dude. Rest in peace, Billy J.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Billy J.
He bombed out of that tram, dude. I wasn't there. I didn't see him, but...
He did the gainer, right?
Yeah. But he didn't finish it. They say landed on his head.
Fuck.
Head first.
Fuck. Dude. But
Next topic.
He always talked about doing the fattest gainer in history.
Gainers look amazing.
Yeah.
They look so... I have dreams.
They defy physics.
I have dreams about jumping out of like a plane and just doing a gainer and, you know, pulling the chute, you know, not like a send it to end it way.
It's funny to think of you like sleeping and you dive into your head, yeah, fuck yeah.
I had the coolest dream I ever had. I had this dream. I woke up and I was like, I was like so bummed I was awake. And my girlfriend was like, what? I was like, man, I just had the sickest dream. She's like, what? I was like, oh man. I was barefoot water skiing and the boat was pulling me and it like whipped me around. And then I started going faster than the boat. And I was just no rope, just cruising barefoot water skiing faster than the boat. And I went around it and did a loop and then caught the wave again. And she's like, so you had a dream that you were bro Jesus. I was like, yes. I did. It was the best dream I've ever had.
That's hilarious. You should make a you should shoot that for like a YouTube or something.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. Did you feel like when she labeled it Bro Jesus? Because that's perfect.
It was bro Jesus. I wasn't thinking that. She was like, so you were dreaming that you were bro Jesus.
It's pretty amazing.
And I was like, yeah, nail on the head. I think it was probably influenced by me watching a lot of Austin Keane videos.
Who's that?
Sick.
He's always wake surfing, and he'll do this thing where like they'll whip him on the boat, like they'll turn so that he goes off the boat, lets go, and then goes across the water and catches the wave of another boat.
Whoa.
That guy's nuts.
Yeah.
He does
Sick.
the coolest shit.
He's sick.
He did one where they whipped him. He was in like I forget, he was in a lake, and there was like a lake, and in the middle there was this tunnel. And they did that, and he went through this tunnel on the water, came out, and then caught the wave of like another boat. Wild stuff.
I gotta watch some more of those videos.
Yeah.
to get that good at something and not knowing that it'll ever be something that anyone would care about.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, are you interested in climbing mountains at all?
Yeah, for sure.
Have you watched this? There's this thing on Netflix, Project Passion, where this guy climbs 12 or 14 of the 8,000 meter peaks, like the Himalayas, like Mount Everest, K2, Annapurna, all of those. He does it in like 6 months. And I was watching it, and it looks brutal, but I think I want to climb a mountain.
Like how big? Like not Everest.
Not Everest yet.
You think you would eventually be down to climb Everest?
Yeah.
I feel like it's got to be way safer now than it was before. Right?
The way they're showing it, it's like the Sherpas basically, you know, it's like
they have
it almost seems like a tourist attraction.
Yeah, they have
point.
like guides now that like will take you up.
But I just think because I've climbed up a ski mountain, Mount Baldy in Sunbelt, Idaho, 3,000 feet. You know, it's nothing. You can do it in like 2 or 3 hours. But the feeling when you get to the top is like it's so primal.
Yeah.
And it's just such a clear, like I just climbed this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you have an objective and you do it and you're on top of the world. And then it was, and not a lot of the people I was with were like, could feel the same feeling with, they're like, I'm like, do you feel this? And they're like, no, that sucked.
No, that
and I'm like, no, dude, I love it.
They said it sucked?
They're just like, it was brutal. Just climbing up, I'm like, but this is like the best feeling.
You focused on the satisfaction. They focused on the.
Well, I love the pain of doing it.
aspect.
The pain of doing it, and then when you get to the top, it's like.
Well, don't you also like see a mountain sometimes and just feel like I want to climb that?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to make it to the top of that.
Yes.
That happened to me one time. We were in Mongolia. I was with Christian.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And there was this mountain. We were in this like canyon, and we were staying in these yurts. And there was this mountain that wasn't like that big. And I was like, I could fucking climb that thing. And I just started walking. It was like 8 a.m. I just woke up and I just started walking. And next thing I know, I'm like almost to the top. But every time I feel like I'm getting to the top, there's more. And I'm like, oh shit, we're leaving today. Like I probably need to get back. And I see like they had no idea where I was. I found out later they were freaking out for like an hour looking for me. And then someone was just like looked and they were like, is that him up there? And I was just a little speck trying to climb this mountain. They came over on like a motorcycle and the dude was like, come down. And I was like so close to the top, but I had to start booking it down.
Did you still feel good?
It still felt good. Like I just like, you know when you like see something and you're not sure how big it is because it's far away and you want to like experience it firsthand?
Yeah.
Like, I just need to go over there and like get up on that thing just to have an understanding of my surroundings.
Yeah.
It's kind of that.
Man.
Yeah. I feel like there's serenity at the top of that mountain.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I was hiking for.
When I pictured them looking up at you, they were like, we don't want to lose him. And you're like, no, I'm the only one who found himself.
I'm where I'm supposed to be.
I'm up here.
But they were like, we were supposed to leave for our flight 30 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
they're like, that's all well and good, dude, but there's a long check-in process.
Yeah, and
we're
you're
flying
up on a
international.
mountain right now. and then they're like, guys, like, calm down. And it took me like 10 minutes to get down. Like I was running.
Was there wildlife?
Not up on the mountain.
Right. Once you get above the tree line, nothing can survive.
It was Mongolia. Everything. There was like a lot of goats, a lot of cows, horses.
What's your favorite animal?
On land or sea or both.
Interesting.
I think I like. I think like gorillas are the dopest.
Yeah.
I love gorillas. I love elephants.
That's tight.
And I love dolphins.
Those are amongst my favorites as well. Does it bum you out that a bear could beat a gorilla in a fight?
You think?
I've looked it up.
Really? Have they you saw a video of
People just do the scouting report on
the
each.
CGI? Have you
And
seen?
no.
I've seen a CGI because I looked up like could a cheetah beat something like that where I was like curious and I looked it up and people do like CGI enactments of like animals fighting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I just heard the bear's too big, too powerful. They're like faster than the gorilla and they're bigger.
Really? Mm-hmm. Bears are faster than gorillas?
I think bears can get up to like 35 mph.
Really?
I don't know, but I think so. I'm pretty sure.
That's tight.
Quills are just cool though.
If you could be one Marvel superhero, which one would you be?
Do you have an answer off the top of your head?
For you or for?
No, for you.
Yeah, I'd be Shang-Chi.
I haven't seen that.
It's good, but it's also my beef of the week.
Dude, my beef of the week is related to this as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
We can circle back on that then.
Okay, yeah, let's holster that, and you can think about which Marvel character
Let's
you're
holster
be.
that. I think I would it'd probably be Iron Man. But actually, I don't know because Iron Man is mortal and like can get hurt. But he just seems like he has. I would definitely want to fly. I want to be flying.
How did you describe Tony Stark's personality type? It's like reformed ego.
Oh, his is Is it? Yeah, I think reformed ego.
That was
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. Like a guy who's full ego, but then basically kind of hits rock bottom or gets checked a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's a more self-aware, egoic person.
Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm.
He can fly. I for a while wanted to be Spider-Man because it just seems like
I mean, flying through the city like
just
that.
flying through the city like that and just swinging. That seems pretty great.
Do you know who I'd be?
Who?
Owen Wilson in the Loki Disney Plus series.
Does he have superpowers?
No, but he's just a really cool guy.
He's just Owen Wilson. That's its own superpower. Guy's charming.
He's charming as fuck.
Very likable.
Yeah.
That'd be a great superhero.
Dude, yeah.
I definitely wouldn't be Captain America.
No.
Oh, fuck no.
No, it's just too much pressure. You can't fly. You're just like basically a human, but like a little like better.
Yeah.
I think Captain America of all of them is the most likely to have like a deep, seedy part of himself that only comes out when he's alone or away from the team.
I
Good
totally
call.
see that because he's such a poster boy. You know, whenever there's someone that's like that clean on paper, like something seems off.
His
Like
porn
Russell
history
Wilson.
is going to be bizarre.
Yeah,
Yeah, Russell Wilson.
like Russell Wilson is just there's something got to be off. He's too clean.
Yeah, he's like a computer with a glitch.
Yeah, there's something. I think there's something weird.
There's something off there.
Chris Evans' sweater game, though, is on fire.
Yeah,
Dude. I mean, primarily in Knives Out, but...
Chris Evans really.
Have you met him?
No, but the fact that just being two superheroes is like pretty sick.
Oh,
That's tight.
right.
He was
the
Human Torch, and he was Captain America.
And very different.
Very
superheroes.
different, but doubling down on superhero roles. Jesus, man.
Have you ever
I never thought
auditioned
of
for
it.
like a Marvel movie?
I auditioned for something, yeah, but I didn't get it. But that would be
Chris Hemsworth?
that'd be great. It'd be sick to be Thor, but like I would not want to be the guy that follows up Thor.
That's a
Imagine
lot of press.
Being the guy after Chris Hemsworth, you're not going to be as Thor.
I could
looking.
totally see myself doing that.
Being the guy after.
Dude, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
You have a blonde wig on.
Or they just let me with my Brillo pad. Just like, I am Thor of Ragnarok. You must leave Asgard now.
Asgard.
These are my people. I'm just
The way he says
160 pounds.
Asgard. We're going to Asgard. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, a guy born to play that part.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
You can't be more Thor looking than that guy. So who's going to be next? Same way I feel about James Bond. Like, I don't even know who it's going to be, but I'm already pissed off.
The shoes
about
are
who it is.
huge. That's true. Also, do we respect Hemsworth for not getting fat for Endgame? Like he just put on a fat suit.
Oh, he didn't actually get fat?
No, he wore a fat suit. Like he
But,
literally.
well, he had to be jacked. He had to get jacked.
I think the producers were like, "Can you get fat?" And he was like, "No fucking way, man."
I mean,
Hemsworth, stay jacked.
I bet they didn't want him to get fat because they put so much money and time into him being jacked that they're not going to be like undo it just for this beginning part of the movie.
Right.
We need you looking fresh for
We need you jacked.
for whatever the next one is.
Yeah, and it's easier to get a fat suit than to get a jack suit.
Yeah, I would love to book a movie where I have to be jacked.
Have
know?
you done that yet?
No.
So you play Bert Kreischer in the Bert Kreischer movie The Machine,
Uh huh.
which is coming out.
Uh huh.
Did you like transform? Did you like study Bert to like act like him?
A little, no.
That's awesome.
I realized that his, like, the way he talked was kind of more like his lower lip, and I told him this. I put like a little thing in, just because like his lower lip was a little more like when he talked, it
protruding.
Was kinda, yeah,
a little like Channing Tatum and Foxcatcher kind of thing.
I haven't seen that.
He fills out his jowls in it.
Oh, really?
But I thought, I mean, it helped because I was like, I don't really look like Bert, and I'm not. I don't know. I was in pretty good shape during the movie. But it was like his college self, so it was believable that like
he was in shape in college. Yeah.
And I think it's more fun to watch someone who's fit. All right, should we get to the next part? Let's do this, guys.
Let's do it.
We got cues. Okay. How did you find out about Stoke? What was the first time you remember being stoked and realized you were stoked?
First time I found out about Stoke, probably like, I mean, I was a big skateboarder growing up. So, probably like X Games. Probably like watching the X Games. Wow. Was when I was first like made aware of Stoke.
Dude, that's a great answer. Because
Yeah.
I think I might have the same answer.
Yeah.
Dude, when I saw that guy wearing the Mountain Dew helmet, BMX guy, I fucking lost.
Matt Hoffman?
It wasn't Matt Hoffman. I don't even know who it was, but I lost my mind.
I remember when I think to the X Games, I think of they would go around with these backpacks with Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
And you would just, I'd be like, it's free? And then just fucking Code Red. That was before Code Red came out.
Dude.
I was like, Red Mountain Dew? I'm stoked.
Dude, the week of the X Games every summer, that was like my favorite week of the year. I was like, this is the coolest shit I've ever seen. Dude, that one guy, Tommy Lars, who would do his only event was like the Moto X step up. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? It's like pole vaulting on a dirt bike.
Oh,
where you just go straight up, and like Tommy Lars, the guy just dominated the step up. I don't know what he's doing right now, but that guy's a beast.
Mine's the same.
X
Jay
Games.
Miron.
Jamie what?
Jay Miron.
Who's that?
He was a BMX vert guy, and he would do the 540 tail whip.
Oh, wow.
And I just loved him to death.
Dude.
I remember seeing him, and I was like, that's Stoke.
Yeah.
And he always finished second. He couldn't beat Dave Mira.
Dave Mira, that was the guy.
Yeah, Dave Mira's sick.
Rest in peace.
Rest
right?
in peace,
Yeah.
Dave. But yeah, I
Bob-
think if you're pursuing Stoke, just check out some old X Games footage.
Dude, Bob Burnquist back in the day, he
Dude,
was
he's still
unbeatable.
going.
He's unbeatable.
He's still going. I follow there's another big ramp guy, Elliot Sloan.
Oh yeah, I've heard that name.
Dude, he's just going nuts. He just posted this video where
Did
you might want to cut this because it's just people don't care. But he did they have that rail in between, and he did a 1 foot like grind on this rail, like coming off a mega ramp, like
Jesus.
1 foot with like a foot in the air. I'm like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the names of the event, like the Dew Tour.
The Dew Tour. Sick.
Girlfriend gross. I have this friend, and his girlfriend is an absolute swamp hog with the temperament of a silverback gorilla in mating season. Just a very rude individual, and has been holding my friend socially hostage for a year. She is unattractive, and they don't even bone anymore. Well, except for when he gets super drunk, which isn't that often because she doesn't let him out with the squad to rage. They are clearly incompatible, and she brings down a Stoke on a daily basis, not to mention the Stoke of our squad suffers as a result, as we are now constantly down a council member. The drunk sex, from what I understand, isn't even enjoyable. It sounds like he's just kind of hate fucking her. How do we save our friend from the clutches of this evil barn boar? Thanks in advance, you kings of California.
Here's what I'll say. We're reading a really biased complaint being filed. This guy's mad that he's losing his friend here. Mm-hmm. I think not as much of it is about her as it is about him being sad that his boy isn't around as much. And maybe he's leaning into that a little too hard.
Sad about his friend's choice. And then it would just make me question, what choices have you made in your own life? Like, you do seem to be so invested in this with so much vitriol.
Yeah, he hates her so much. He's calling her unattractive. He's talking about their sex, which is bad. You know, it seems to me like maybe, you know, it's not like when your friend's talking about his girlfriend, he's coming home and being like, oh, dude, we had an amazing time. We had the best time ever. No. When you talk to your friends about their, like, significant others, it's usually the bad stuff. You know?
Vent.
Yeah, it's venting. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of this. I feel like you can't save a friend from a relationship. If it's actually bad, he'll eventually figure it out himself. And if it's truly a toxic situation, then you can say something. But it seems like you just don't like her.
And I think this email made the person who sent it seem incredibly unlikable.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what your normal baseline is, but I would say that maybe you're letting this situation turn you into an evil barn boar.
Mm-hmm.
And I would fixate and focus on you and not so much on your friend's choice that has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, also, he didn't mention, like, is his friend happy? If his friend's happy, nothing you could say. But if his friend is in, like, a bad situation, definitely address it. But they are clearly incompatible. You gotta just let that run its course. He'll know eventually.
Yeah.
I concur.
Too intense. DP gone wrong.
Uh-oh.
Recently, my girlfriend and her sister went on a girls' trip to NYC for a week. As much as I miss crushing cans with her, I got to pound some quality beers with the boys. After a solid night at the bar, I browned out on the walk home and did what every man does after not seeing their muse for a week. I sent her a DP. Oh, so DP means
Dick pic.
dick pic. The next morning, she was...
said DP gone wrong. He's like, my girlfriend and her sister went out of town. I was like, oh no, where's this going? And then he said, I browned out on the way home. I did what every guy would do. I'm like, oh no, he did it. Okay, dick pic.
I thought the same thing. I was like, where's this guy going with?
The next morning, she was showing her sister the funny videos I sent of my dog, Father Oak, getting down at the bar, until their laughter was halted by a picture of my semi-hard dong. They both shrieked in the middle of one of the biggest airports in the U.S. I addressed the sitch as soon as they got home and offered an apology, but her sister still won't look at me or speak to me. What should I do? By the way, I love the pod. Listening to you guys has extended my vocab exponentially. Thanks, Kenny. Nice little coda at the end.
I see only one logical solution. You got to get that thing up to full strength and blast it off to her sister.
Yeah, her sister was clearly turned off.
Clearly turned off by the semi-hardness of it. She didn't see it at full strength.
Yeah.
You got to let her know what's really in there.
Your girlfriend's sister is sending an email like the previous guy, being like, my sister is stuck with this guy with a substandard hard boner.
I would love to read her that email right after
Not
this
so
one.
hard boner. What
So I was on a girls' trip with my sister in NYC, and her boyfriend sent his semi-hard dong.
I think you got to use the sister as a messenger here. Because I think you approaching her and bringing this up to her is only going to make things worse. So I would ask your girlfriend to do some legwork in confirming that you're a decent person who's not prone to this kind of behavior.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what it is that she's not. What is she mad about? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, even trying to talk this one out.
You can't really talk it out.
I think I would just give it time.
Yeah,
Time.
You know, like time heals all. It's like maybe, you know, if you, yeah.
You might have to take the L.
And
just try to saturate that L with some dubs.
Yeah, just be like, I fucked up. I'm sorry, but you know, now your sister and I are learning salsa dancing. So.
Or make a joke about it. You know, a little joke in passing, like.
Yeah.
Find that opportunity when you guys are together and be like, someone says something embarrassing, and you're like, yeah, like that one time I sent, you know.
You could be like, what are we getting for lunch? And you could be like, well, I was thinking hot dogs, but that might remind you of the picture of the semi-hard cock.
Yeah, something like that.
My dad on vacation one time accidentally sent a dick pic to the family thread.
No, your dad?
And so we made him go eat lunch alone.
Nice.
Fair.
Who was the dick pic intended for?
He never told us. But he got sent to me, my brother, and my mom.
Nice.
And he's like, no, yeah, it was supposed to go to you guys.
Were you stoked?
No. Because he wasn't that hard.
I mean,
But
You gotta slap his hand.
yeah, I passed it on.
Thanks for being a nice
Man.
conduit.
You know, I actually, that situation reminds me of I had kind of a similar situation.
Ooh.
Not similar at all. Actually, I don't know.
No, let it rip.
Okay. I get home and my girlfriend's getting her hair and makeup done. And I had just been, at my other house, and I already hate how this story sounds. And my computer was in the car, and I had been feeling the need to, crank one out, and I used my phone, which I don't always do. I just want you guys to know that. Mm-hmm. And I had met the people doing her makeup like over the phone a bunch of times, and I met her for the first time. I was like, hey, I'm Jimmy. Nice to meet you guys. And we're like talking and like, oh my God, I've heard so much. And we're talking about like getting an outfit like on. So I'm like, yeah, I'll Google that, pull out the phone.
Oh, no.
And they just are dying laughing. And I'm like, I just leave the room. I gotta get out of the room. And I just take the phone and leave. They're cracking up. Like they're just hysterically dying. And I had to leave. Like I was coming home like for a quick second to like grab something and dip. So I just went back in there and I was like, well, it's been great meeting you guys. This has been fun. I'll see you guys later. and now every time, like the second time I met them, I like walked in and they were like looked at me and I was like, yep. And they just started laughing right away.
Yeah, and then you're like, I have to pull something up on my phone, and they all get scared, and then you just have like a PBS lecture ready.
I know.
You're like,
Well, I think of TED Talks. Oh, whoops.
all right, let's get to
one thing though, I don't think it's Kenny's fault. Like he sent the dick pic, sure,
Right.
but it's really his sister's fault for
Showing.
showing it to the sister.
Right.
She's mad at the sister's
good
mad
point.
at the wrong person.
That's true.
Good point.
That is a good point.
It's a good point.
I mean, come on.
She is mad at the wrong person. You can't, the girlfriend didn't really have his back here.
Yeah.
It's true. Chad, who's your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is my freezing duplex. So I live in a duplex in Culver. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Who cares? And it's freezing because it's built in like the 50s. It's like I think just a developer built all these, duplexes. And I think that it's all wood, and I think that there's not much insulation. So, and I don't have central air, don't have central heating. So, and usually it's nice, but in December and January it's cold as fuck because it's been like 40 degrees at night, and I just have space heaters going, and they're not doing anything, and I'm just like,
I got a good space heater.
Do you?
If you
dude, that'd be great because I
need a wreck.
Yeah, text me that.
Yeah, I will.
Because I've been looking for a good space heater because I just wake up cold all the time.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, and I like being cold. I like ice baths. I'm a cold guy.
But now you don't want to wake up cold.
Yeah, so that's
how you get a sore throat.
Huh?
That'll give you a sore throat,
Yeah.
Do your teeth chatter?
No. But yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Like I wake up chattering and I'll call my mom and she'll be like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "My kitchen." She'll be like, "It sounds like you're skiing."
Could you imagine trying to look tough while your teeth are chattering?
Dude, I've tried to.
Someone breaks in, you're like,
Yeah. What are you trying to do?
get out of here.
You guys trying to dip or?
My neighbor confronted me. He's like, "Did you mess with my breaker?" And I was like,
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, get out of here. Yeah, I'm freezing, man. That's all you can say. You can't even say that. She's like, I'm freezing, man. Someone breaks in your house, she's like, I'm fucking cold, dude. I'm fucking so cold, dude.
"I'm freezing, you fucking bitch."
Just being the one that starts the confrontation. Yeah. Hey, you say something to me, bro?
You talking shit, bro?
It's like, dude, you can't. You gotta.
Dude,
just
too cold to fight, bro.
It's too cold to fight, dude.
Jimmy, what's your beef of the week?
My beef of the week, and this comes from a place of love, is Marvel.
Whoa.
I know. I could see why that would be a controversial statement. Here's my thing. I love Marvel. I haven't disliked anything Marvel has done. I think their storytelling they're doing is awesome. I think the way they have the universe and each movie just gives you a little piece. All you need to do is like say one thing that threads it together. I think it's genius. I love it. They need to slow the fuck down. They're doing too many things. I don't have time to be a Marvel fan anymore. I can't keep up. It's like one a week. It used to be every time a Marvel thing comes out, it's an event. It's a significant event. And it's a big deal. And now they're just doing everything. It's like nonstop. I haven't even watched like the last 3 things because I'm not caught up on the thing before it. And we don't need a backstory of everyone. I heard they're doing a thing on Don Cheadle's character. Don't get me wrong. I love Don Cheadle. No one's asking for that. No one watched Iron Man and said, "I want to know more about." What's his name?
Rhodey?
No, I'm happy meeting him at the place he's at.
Yeah.
And I met him.
Yeah. He comes and goes. Next thing you know, it's going to be like,
It's the
a series about Pepper Potts' sister.
Yeah, the backstory on Jon Favreau's character growing up in like a big Italian family.
Yeah, it's not even going to be superhero stuff. It's just like, this is the way that,
Just a coming of age story. It's like a Bronx Tale or something.
Yeah, about, Pepper Potts' family. And then meeting Iron Man before she even meets Iron Man. That's season 2.
Like her pivoting on her career. It's like a Devil Wears Prada kind of movie.
Right. Like a someone working up the ranks in the Marvel offices, Starts out as an assistant, fumbling around. They see Tony Stark. Oh, it's the only superhero you see in the whole series. But I just think I love it. I want everything to be a bigger deal like it used to be. Like they would release like 1 or 2 or 3 things a year. That's fine. They're doing like 10.
I dig that. Dude, I've been watching the Hawkeye series.
Is it good?
It's good, yeah.
Good. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all. But like they don't need to do it. Like,
well, I think the COVID backed a lot of stuff up, so they're really having to just push it out there.
But they do treat it like Marvel is the only thing you're watching.
Yeah.
They treat it like, okay, you're not watching anything else. You're just absorbed in the Marvel universe, and we have something for everyone and everything. Right. So you don't even need to watch anything else. And I'm like, it feels like such a overwhelming, huge like thing to stay in. Like I'm like, I don't have the bandwidth for this.
It's getting like the way they were doing like, whatever, Iron Man, Captain America, whatever, Avengers, boom, 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 Avengers, boom, 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 Avengers. I thought that was fucking cool. And it kept everything like neat. And now it's like, obviously they want to do this, but it's like the world's getting so big. It's like, you don't need to go huge. Like it's already huge.
Like how many whiteboards do they need to map out everything? There's not.
I feel like in order to write the Marvel stuff, you have to be in an enormous room where you have like the Iron Man movie is like, huge and it's small in the room.
Yeah, the grid for your story shouldn't be bigger than like the Tesla like labs.
Right.
Like grid of problems and math.
It's gotta be though.
They're like the same level of sophistication. It's like I don't know what's harder.
And that's why I love it.
Or keeping track of Marvel.
Yeah.
Dude, my beef is with Marvel as well. Much more granular, but I watched the movie Shang-Chi again. Really, I enjoyed it. The lead is great. Awkwafina's great. The father-son stuff, always compelling. The kid, the main guy, he trained from 7 to 14 to be an assassin. Then he leaves that life and he just becomes a regular schmo in America parking cars. His dad is thousands and thousands of years old and has been an active warlord for 99.9% of it. Fighting, kicking ass.
Is there going to be a lot of spoilers here?
Maybe. Not totally, because you kind of... you haven't seen it yet? Mm-mm. Okay, well, I'll keep it vague.
Yeah,
I could do earmuffs. No, I can do this vague. I got this.
Keep in mind, my buddy directed it.
It's a great movie. Hold on, it's very granular.
I've heard nothing but good things.
Then this kid gets some extra training for like a week in the movie. The idea that he could then fight his dad, and it's a fair fight, when his dad has thousands and thousands of years of experience and has suffered no physical debilitation because he's basically immortal, and he's going to lose to a kid with 7 years of training who hasn't been, as far as we know, doing any martial arts for the last 10 years. 2,000 years to 7. Same physical ability.
Yeah.
It's just not believable.
Yeah. I get that.
I broke you, Shang-Chi. That movie just got ethered, dude. Chad, who's your babe of the week?
My babe of the week is Kevin the Schmoll.
Nice.
So last Sunday, he and I had we celebrated a new holiday we made up called Bagmas, which is a celebration of the tea bag, which is a move that you do in Halo and Call
I
of
actually
Duty.
saw that clip of you
saw the
talking
clip?
about he's down, bag him.
Yeah, that's Kevin.
I thought that was real funny.
That's Kevin. That's Kevin saying those words. He loves it, and I love it. And we went on Twitch. I Twitch very rarely. It's not like a, but I was like, we're just going to stream 12 hours of bagging. And that's what we did on Sunday. We played Call of Duty from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and teabagged as many people as we could.
Wow.
For 12 hours straight. And it was one of the best days of my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
12 hours of bagging.
And can I tell you something? Teabagging does not get less funny the more you do it. In fact, I would venture to say that it gets more funny the more you do it. I love it, dude.
It's like the Giving Tree or something like that.
It is.
It's like a well with no bottom.
It is. And, Kevin, he's my babe because his wife was upset.
For sure.
But he was like, I got to do this.
Yeah. It's solid.
Jimmy, who's your babe of the week?
I'm sticking with Lola Bunny, man.
Nice.
I think she's been your babe every time you've been on the pod.
Yeah, man. She's just so hot.
She's a smart. Did they made her less hot in the new Space Jam, right?
I haven't seen the new Space Jam. I'm slipped my mind, but I did see some people angry about Lola Bunny online. I think she just has baggier clothes. I don't know. I think they just made her like less slutty.
So she still got that rig underneath that gear?
I don't know.
That's fire, dude. That's hot, dude. Lola, you trickster.
Daisy, who's your babe?
My babe of the week is Chad, because he told me during that bagging that when he was in hour 9, he actually got tired for a little bit, but then he bagged someone, and he was renewed.
Wow.
Thank you, dude. You for real right now?
I'm serious, dude. Good on you, because you bagged for 12 hours?
12 hours straight.
Who could do that? Who's an Iron Man at that level?
Yeah,
that's hot yoga for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the training.
Why you do it.
It's all the training you do when you're not on the sticks that gives you that endurance.
Yeah.
Because I don't think a normal person could maintain. It'd break.
I mean, to tell someone to taste it with that much, zeal and fervor at hour 12 is that takes training.
Yeah.
Chad, who's your legend of the week?
My legend of the week is going with the theme, Joey Bosa on the Chargers, he did a teabag celebration, and he's my new hero. Yeah, what up, Joey? I DM'd him. I was like, dude, thank you so much for, putting us on the map. He didn't respond.
Was your beef of the week also related to bagging? Or?
No. What was my beef?
What was it?
It was just being cold.
Apartment.
Being cold.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's more time sensitive.
yeah, I think if I had a beef related to it, I'd say it's not being able to do it enough.
Yeah.
And also it not looking. I think to a romantic partner, the sight of a boyfriend wearing headphones teabagging someone isn't the most
Sure.
sexually appealing thing.
Probably not.
Which I think it should be the opposite.
Right.
I think it should be like who's your new boyfriend? Be like, oh, this guy, he just teabags nonstop.
Him and his friend, they started this thing called Bagmas. It's really cute.
Yeah. He bagged for 12 hours.
And on hour 9, he got tired, but then he bagged someone, and he wasn't. They're like, okay.
I walked in the room and he's telling this 16-year-old to taste it. It was the hottest thing I've ever seen.
Would you bag your son in the game?
Oh, big time, dude. That kid's got to learn some lessons. Yeah. He's got to build some character.
Yeah, I like that ... in the game, though. Leave him questioning it for a second. Would you bag your son
In real life?
in the game?
It's in the game.
Yeah, it's in the game.
Would I bag my son in real life is what you asked me?
No, I was just, no.
Is that what you asked
I'm
me?
not asking that, no.
It's a shame. Who's your legend?
My legend is Santa.
Hell yeah, dude.
Claus.
Not to be confused with
Santa Jackson.
Santa Anita.
Santa Jackson, one of the
Santa
Jackson
Barbara.
Five.
Santa Barbara. Santa Gonzalez. But yeah, I mean, it just, every year without fail, coming through in the clutch. A lot going on in the world right now, especially with this, Omicron flare up. And I mean, everyone knows he's still going to come through with the presence and, bring joy to millions. So it's just got to give a shout out to Santa for always, just being so consistent.
That's tight.
Shows up. My legend of the week is we went to a city council meeting the other day to speak on schmoles. And there's always a big issue that's being tackled at a city council meeting. And this one was they were trying to throw up a cemetery smack dab in the middle of like a community in the city of Orange in Orange County. And the people were fighting hard against it. And one dude went up there with some science and he talked about the bugs. And he went into vivid detail, but all in a very kind of monotone, dry delivery, just being like, the bung beetles feast on the carcasses. And in the process, they eat maggots, which are consumed with bacteria. The beetles then leave the cemetery and go to the playground next door and spread said bacteria to all the children. And I was like, this is amazing, dude. And he went on for 3 minutes just on the bugs, dude. Every kind of bug. He knew what they were all doing to the dead bodies.
Wow. He really leaned in on one angle there. Wasn't just like, I don't want it there.
It's
all bug based.
The next guy came up and he was more of like a dude. And he came up there and he was like, look, I'm not here to get into all that stuff. I'm just saying nobody wants it fucking here. And as a 1-2, they were strong. But I preferred the bug guy.
Yeah. Well, you got to have your bug specialist when it comes to, deflecting a cemetery.
Because he probably been studying bugs his whole life.
Clearly.
And then this moment came and he's like, I have the requisite information and knowledge.
Do you think he was studying bugs his whole life? Or do you think he went all in on the bug angle and did research in advance to know as much as he could about bugs in this meeting?
You're right. I do think you're right. I don't think he studied bugs. I think he just studies things when they come up. And I think that's what I liked about him.
Yeah.
He just was like, oh, well, what are the implications of this? And then his brain went down the rabbit hole and he went, the bugs.
Got to go all in on the bugs.
And then he prepped and then he came in there and he delivered.
quick way to tell if he studied his whole life is if he used the Latin names.
Oh.
Mm.
No.
Right? Yeah.
He didn't say like Caesar?
Hmm?
Caesar? Caesar.
Huh?
Fuck it.
Caesar Buck.
Chat, what's your quote of the week?
Oh,
My quote of the week comes from my new hero, Liver King.
Oh my god!
Have you seen
I've
Liver
this
King?
guy, yeah, he's got to be on.
On the juice.
Yeah.
I was DMing with him today. I was pretty excited about it because I was like, Liver King, how do you consume raw bone marrow? And he's like, great question. You scoop it out and you just taste it. It's nice to get all the peptides in there, and you could sprinkle some maple syrup on there, but stop making excuses and just dominate.
Wow.
But I like he'll be like, Liver King here. Here's what I'm having for Tuesday dinner. Having, of course, some beef liver drizzled with maple syrup, some beef testicles. Liver Queen brought me some avocado, but not too much because she likes to take some of it. And I'm also having some carbs, which I earned. All right, primals. I'll see you later.
All right,
Liver King.
I like that.
Liver King out.
He calls his people primals.
Yeah, and
That's sick.
Dude, he's like, Liver King here. I'm going on vacation. Can you guys guess where? And everyone guess like a cold place because he's into like ice baths and stuff. And he's like, if you guessed a cold place, you are wrong. I'm at the beach. But I like how he refers to his wife as Liver Queen.
Yeah.
And
she's probably like, I didn't ask for this. I don't want to be Liver Queen.
Dude, yeah. There's a story where he's like, he put a bunch of they're on vacation at the hotel and they put a bunch of ice cubes in their bathtub, and it's him in the ice bath, and he gets out and he's like, all right, Liver Queen, you're up. And she looks so unenthused. She's like, why am I doing this? And like getting in there, he's like, that's good, Liver Queen. You're just like, whoa, dude.
Liver Queen.
How lucky is he to have a woman he can torture?
Yeah, you're Liver Queen.
That's
and his
been
liver
his dream his whole life.
and his liver boys.
That's fire. Jimmy, so I don't think you knew about the quote of the week.
I didn't know, but I think I would have to say that my quote of the week is "Sizzle your steaks and twist your nipples" by Chad over here.
Dude,
Whoa.
thanks, man.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That came off the dome.
Yeah, that just came off the dome.
It came off the dome.
Impressive.
Thanks.
Mike,
Sizzle the steaks.
what were you saying?
What you got?
My quote of the week, heard this the other day from a guy on the street. Me and Denise are good. I just communicate with her through DMs. You know what? You just do you and I'll do me. Stay out of it, Dad. This guy was 50.
No way.
He was 40 to 50 for sure.
Wow.
And he was pissed.
Nice.
His dad was prying way too much.
That's awesome.
Chad, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
Flip the switch. Do you know this one?
What is it?
Phrase of the week for getting after it. So it's just like something of like something you would say to get the party started. It can just be totally random. Like mine's flip the switch.
Mine's probably let's get down to business.
Dude, you should start a party that way where you're like, everyone's like gathered and you're like, hold up.
Hold up,
Let's
guys.
get down.
I just have one thing to say. Let's get down to business.
Then the
I can hear it so clearly. For my phrase of the week, I wanted to get our reactions to trying beef liver.
Nice.
I have some here. Are you down to try it? It's really healthy.
Okay.
Thanks. All right, here we go.
You say that for the phrase of the week?
Yeah, I think
So you're
it'll.
gonna get it from our reactions to trying the beef liver.
Yeah, it's a weird combination of things. I just forgot that we should have tried it earlier, and so
Yeah.
now I'm doing it now. Ooh, that's pungent.
It's thin. Oh, it's like chips.
Aaron?
Sure.
Whoa.
I give my dog something very similar to this.
Right.
1, 2, 3, bottoms up. That's one of the worst things I've ever had. Oh, dude.
You need a chaser.
I didn't feel bad.
Tastes like the zoo.
I didn't feel bad right away, but then it got bad.
At first I was like, oh, it's like a beef jerky but dog food.
Oh.
And now I'm like, this tastes like the zoo.
Is that metallic taste that you talk about, Chad?
It's gamey.
Yep.
Oh. But dude, instant surge afterwards. I
You
do
feel
feel
it?
good.
Yeah, dude, just feeling.
I think it's just glad to be done.
That's my phrase of the week for getting out. That's what it is. When you do shitty things, I think it's not even the thing. It's just that you did the shitty thing that
Yeah.
makes you feel good. And my
Totes.
phrase of the week for getting after it is instant surge.
Sick.
Nice.
Dude, J-Bone,
J-Bone.
thanks for coming in,
Dude,
man.
you're so nice to come through, dude. You're a
Yeah.
legend. Thank you, man.
Anytime,
Giving
guys.
us your time. We gotta do another dinner.
We do.
Yeah.
I'm getting bombed.
Just get absolutely bombed. We should go to the same place as last time.
I've been
Hell
going
yeah.
there a lot after you.
It's the best.
Yeah, I like that place a lot.
You should bleep that out so people don't start going.
Copy that. Sorry, fellers.
Sorry.
And ladies.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, they got some. Have you tried their pastas?
Yeah, pastas are all great. I love it. It's a great vibe.
Yeah, the design of it, you're like indoor, but you're outdoor.
Great stuff.
Pasta sounds good.
Yeah, it was.
My friend goes there so much. My friend Felipe. They gave him tickets to opening night Lakers. Free dinner, followed by tickets to the Lakers game.
Wow.
Dude.
Because he goes like 3 times a week.
Wow.
But they're like, we thank you for being such a loyal supporter of our restaurant. Here's some Lakers tickets.
Wow.
I'm gonna start going in there, and after one dinner, I'm gonna be like, "Where the ticks at?"
Give them.
I'm like,
Give 'em
"I
the
want a
daddy."
game where LeBron and AD are both playing. It needs to be against a contender, okay? Bucks or Warriors? That's it, dude. I could hang in the silence all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could
Well,
just-
boys,
yeah,
That was fun.
it's been fun.
yeah. We just sit here and we wait for the guests to walk out.
Oh, do you?
No,
Anything you want to say to the Stokers before you sign off?
I don't know. I guess I should probably plug something.
do you want to plug your podcast?
It hasn't happened yet. I don't have one. It's not in the works or anything.
Save it.
But yeah, hasn't happened yet. I guess I have a show that just came out. I have a movie that came out yesterday and a show that came out a week ago. One came out on Roku. It's called The Now.
Right. I saw it with Dave Franco, right?
And O'Shea Jackson.
Yeah, Dave Franco, O'Shea Jackson, Bill Murray.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Did you get to work with Bill Murray?
Yeah, I got to hang with him a little bit. We didn't shoot anything in this together,
That's awesome.
but he's hilarious in the show. The show is basically like a movie. It's like a 2.5 hour movie broken up into like 14 8 to 10 minute episodes.
Interesting.
Oh, nice.
It's like a mini series,
Sweet.
but it's really dark, really funny. It gets really dark for a while, and then it gets out of that.
Nice.
Don't worry. My friend was like, dude, it's fucking dark. I was like, yeah, well, you're about halfway.
Yeah.
It's at the low point. And then, yeah, I got that animated movie called Rumble that just came out on Paramount Plus. It's an animated
Sick.
monster wrestling movie.
Sick.
That's sick.
So,
Then home economics.
Home Economics too. That's season 2 resumes January 5th.
I was crushing some episodes today.
Yeah.
It's fun, man. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
It's getting better and better too. I feel like
Yeah.
writers are really finding the groove.
Yeah. No, I crushed like probably like 4 episodes today.
Nice. Season 2?
No, season 1.
No.
Yeah. No, I was just having a good time.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're a beast, bro.
You guys are beasts.
Proper beast.
You're a beast.
Aaron is a beast. Oh, love that.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
Boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap,
Hand me the screws.
boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap,
Guys,
boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom,
guys.
boom, bap, 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 boom, bap,
your beef of the week? Aaron, who's your babe of the week? Strider, who's your legend of the week? Joe, what's your quote of the week? Chad, what is your beef of the week? Aaron, who's your babe of the week? Strider, who's your legend of the week? Joe, what's your quote of the week?
Boom, 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 boom.